That's right. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Kdqn Live 92.1, The Morning Brew. Right after ABC News. Oh, my gosh. It's Friday. Good morning to Facebook Live. Good morning to Jennifer.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to all you folks out there, too. It's
Happy-
Friday.
Yes.
Happy.
Do you say Happy Veterans Day? Do you say that? Just, Veterans Day. Remembrance Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Happy Veterans Day. Yeah, we'll just go with that one.
Thank
morning,
all
John Baldwin.
all the veterans in your life.
Yes, all the veterans, past, present, and oh my gosh. I shouldn't even get into this right now, but I watched some of those interrogations that you guys were talking about on, and a couple of them involved the victims being veterans. I was just watching those last night, and I was all sad. Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely get into that later because
Yeah.
I saw a really bizarre interrogation last night as
Really?
well. Oh yeah.
These are crazy. You just gotta go. Kyle Albert says, "Hello, my people."
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, John Baldwin. Good morning, Bubba Norris. Go to Facebook Live
Hi.
right now.
Yeah, we're doing a giveaway drawing today.
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
Posta.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing a Facebook Live giveaway drawing today. So go to our Facebook page, like, comment, subscribe.
Share.
Box Post says, "Can you smell what the crew is brewing? Brewing up some like, share, comment." That's what's
All
up.
right.
That's what's up. Oh my gosh, I had a weird dream last night that I was doing like a national radio show, and I was like pumping up this one.
Yeah.
Like walking out of that one, like, oh yeah, we're about to get a lot more Facebook followers.
All right. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, it would. JJ Lopez says, "Good morning." Good
Hey.
morning to all of you, man. Oh man, lots of people joining.
I love Friday mornings.
Yes, me too, man.
Especially after that song, man. It's just good. It's
Come
such
on.
a good feeling.
Finally Friday.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yes, sir. Mow.
I
Yeah.
had a great day yesterday taking my in-laws around a little bit.
They got to enjoy some Kdqn.
Yes, we took a little tour around downtown.
Mm-hmm.
We drove out to Broken Bow, went to Mountain Fork Park too.
Oh, nice.
I think that's what it is. That's where the spillway is.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And ran into a very interesting character while we were out there. I kind of forgot about that. So we drove down like where you go camping and stuff, like right on the river. Nobody was there except for one truck, and he was parked up by the spillway, and he was out there fishing. And then we just we parked next to him because we wanted to take a closer look at the spillway, and we kind of heard him hollering at us from a distance, and I couldn't understand him. And then he rushed over and then just hopped into his car and like moved his car down a little ways and got out and then kept fishing. And Kyle was just like, "Oh man, no, you don't have to move. We were just here looking around."
Was he angry?
No, but he was a little odd though. It seemed like he was very bothered that we parked next to him.
Well, yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
That he had to hop in his truck and
Yeah.
like passive aggressively drive
it
away.
was like that, yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you park next to me?
Yeah,
Of
it's-
all the places.
Yeah, it's like when you sit next to somebody and they like get up and move a few seats down, and you're like,
Exactly.
"Oh, I'm sorry." Am I?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hello again.
Patrick.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a great color on
Sorry,
you.
I got trapped outside for a minute.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. I was just telling Tyler that took my in-laws out to Mountain Fork Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Showing them beautiful Arkansas by going to Oklahoma.
They
huh?
well,
it should be Arkansas anyway.
we took a little trip around Kdqn, but we're really saving it to do with you because you have a great tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
So you need to have Patrick show you the real Kdqn.
Yes,
Really, yeah.
exactly.
The one that's not on the tourist map.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. And my sister-in-law, she's a photographer, and she took some really cool pictures out there.
I bet.
We reenacted a scene from Lord of the Rings where the hobbits are hiding underneath that tree
Oh, yeah.
and the roots and the I forgot what they're called. They're standing on top, like
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
around for them.
Yeah.
We found like a tree that looked exactly like that, and I
Nice.
crawled under it.
No, actually, Peter
Like
Jackson.
Kanye West when he was hovering, sniffing for the hobbits.
No, Peter Jackson actually filmed part of Lord of the Rings in Broken Bow.
That's
Did
very
you know
cool.
that?
Yeah, it must have been that same tree.
I just
huh?
decided that.
Yeah, from what I understand, it was 99% 0.9% of the movie was filmed in New Zealand.
Yeah.
But then that 0.1%, they're like, we got to go to Broken
We
Bow.
got to go to Broken Bow.
Yeah.
We've heard good
So
things.
they took a direct flight.
Yeah.
From Hobart, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Or wherever, Wellington, and
Yeah.
then all the way over here. And,
And they didn't mess around going to Dallas. They actually landed in the Kdqn airport.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mother-in-law, we're driving by the airport yesterday. She's like, I don't understand why I couldn't just fly into this airport. I'm like, it's a little different.
I bet there's a way, some
Yeah,
way.
you never know.
I know somebody.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
there somebody around here who contracts was like, we'll come pick you up in Dallas on this thing,
Yeah.
and then we
Yeah.
all the way
I've
over to-
heard,
Yeah.
I had a buddy, I think it was at the Kdqn airport. He said he knew somebody there, and he was like, pay him $100-something and fly him to Hot Springs,
Oh, that's cool.
Which, of course, means more than what it would cost you in gas, obviously, but
Sure.
that you wouldn't, hour and a half, hey,
Yeah.
that's worth money too. You know?
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
Compared to, what, 15 minutes?
Yeah. Didn't we have somebody land here once? Somebody like, like the president or something?
They said the Clintons may have landed out there before. Yeah, let's not talk about that. Yeah, but hey, that airport. Been working on a story about that actually, so I don't want to hint too much. But our airport has really grown in significance. Just to like get real for a minute
Yeah, yeah.
here. A lot of like Weyerhaeuser, Pilgrim executives. Land there. Folks from Dallas who want to get to Ho Chi Town.
Yeah.
Flying at our airport. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And then of course anybody who drove by it over the summer and noticed they had 2 of those big firefighting propeller planes out there. Yeah, and those things were constantly going.
Those were crazy.
Yeah.
And I saw that one you were talking about, that crazy plane that I never quite seen anything like it with the propeller
On the back.
on the back.
Yes.
Yeah, that was odd. Are there helicopter landing pads too? Or is it just kind of like, hey, if you find the room?
They can
Yeah.
land out there. For sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a designated spot,
Yeah.
but I've seen
I would
helicopters out there.
I would love to have a helicopter and know how to fly it.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to know how to fly a helicopter,
Yeah.
then have a helicopter,
And then have one. Yeah.
'Cause
No, I'm going to buy one first.
I'd just be like, I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Yeah. Just that get up and go anytime you want. That's the nice part.
go do grocery shopping.
Yeah, for sure. Just
Um,
avoid the apocalypse. That's
Absolutely. When we were talking about my buddy who's inherited some tanks from his family.
Nice.
For personal, for deer hunting or whatever. And I was looking like, what would it take for me to buy one? For just like working around the house and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
pulling a log out, or something. And I found a website. They also had the export version of the Hind D helicopter.
Nice.
Are you familiar with this? Was
Yeah.
an attack gunship that the Soviets used. It was going for like $250,000. It was like certified flyable. I mean, the thing's big. Like it's got room for 8. I mean, you can go to Walmart, do all your grocery shopping in it, pick up the kids from
Yeah,
school, be the coolest kids in school. Yeah.
Hey, that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You have a funny one. Your helicopter noise, don't you?
Not for the radio.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Tanks are cheap. Tanks are like pretty
Yeah.
gettable, but it's all the other stuff that you have to also get, right?
Yeah.
The transportation.
Because all the ones that are for sale, they're like in Czech armories,
Yeah, yeah.
or like Poland and stuff.
Right.
Bulgaria sells some,
right. You
One-
can't just buy a Sherman from the Americans?
Ooh, I don't know. I think those probably get bought up quick.
Yeah.
yeah.
Abrams. Plenty of them, right?
I don't know if you can buy those yet.
Darn.
Yeah, not on the market just
Not
yet.
on the market.
Yeah.
That would be a good
Gotta
one.
wait till we have a new one, and then they're like retire all those. What do
Yeah.
we do with all the old Abrams? Huh?
Yeah.
stick it for sale sticker.
That's
on
right.
it.
Because Abrams are a nice. I like
one.
I like the look of it.
Yeah.
It's a hot tank.
It's loud. I think it has
Yeah.
like 2 jet engines in it. Yeah. Definitely your neighbors would not appreciate it.
No, fire that up in the morning.
Yeah, but old
Rev it.
diesel T55,
Sure.
yeah, homely,
Barely
simple.
put together.
Yeah,
No sights on the guns yet because
Nah.
they just.
Nope.
Why do you need that?
yeah.
I'm
But like
just-
for just hauling stuff around the house or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't be too bad.
That's right. Like, share, comment on our Facebook page because there's a bunch of new people looking like they're watching.
Oh,
if you do
wow.
that, you're gonna win prize
Prize.
today. Possibly,
Yes,
you'll
you
be
could.
put in the drawing for the prize. Yes.
Yes. There's been a
yes.
little change to the prize.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because I ordered this thing.
Oh.
And I guess it's getting here today. So if we want to give it away this morning, I have something else.
Well, we can
I have
always
a
say
stand-in.
something like Monday too. You can pick it up Monday. We could always do
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Marcus Simpson says build a gyrocopter. That'd be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have like kits of those. You can just order at your house, right?
Yeah.
Amazon, just
absolutely.
Drop it off.
Because
Bad
weed eater
review.
motor.
bad review
From
on
the
that
family.
one. Yes. No,
John still can't use his arms. Right
Yeah, that's
now,
right.
so-
That's right. Is it Happy Veterans Day? Do you say that?
I just think Veterans
Day. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, it is Veterans Day.
It's Veterans Day.
More
so,
like remembrance, significance,
Yeah.
honoring.
you can go to kdqn.net
Yes.
and check out the veteran page that we have on there.
Shout out to everybody who sent in submissions. We have a bunch on there.
Absolutely. You can post anything you want on our Facebook page and onto our Facebook Live as well. If you got a story you want to share or a shout out you want to give to a local veteran or a picture, I think you can. Can you comment with a picture on our Facebook page? You can do that too if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
that's a great. Yeah.
Put
it on the Facebook Live feed.
No,
right, that's
no,
right.
you can't. I'm
No,
sorry,
no.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah, we might be able to fix that, but
that's right. That's right. Whatever you want to do, feel free to on our Facebook Live. We can interact with it. Apart from that,
Huh?
you've been talking about these interrogation videos.
Oh yeah.
I finally watched a couple of them last night.
Did you really-
Insanity.
I did too. Crazy.
You did?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So there's this oh man, I'm almost going to forget the name of it. There's a channel that's incredible with them.
Law and
Not that one. That one's
Crime
good.
or
There's like a
something, yeah.
red crime or some channel like that. That's also really good. Let me find the one that I've been thinking of though. Is Explore With Us. That's what it's called.
Okay.
And this one I watched a bunch before. This one was 3 hours. Didn't you say you watched like a long one? Like ended up watching the whole thing without
Yeah.
even realizing? Me too.
Yeah.
I watched this 3 hour interrogation of kids. Kids, this was a horrible. I don't like serial killers. I don't really like true crime this much, but the way the guy that puts this together is like really good. And they even go out and get post interviews from like people that know these people and stuff. And it was just really well done, the video. And holy cow, man. The one thing I wanted to say about these, especially murder interrogations, it's like they know. I mean, how many murders happen that wasn't definitely the person that like lived with them?
Oh, yeah.
Like they always
yeah,
try and
yeah.
set it up to be this, oh, I was tied up and
I
or
got
was
home and
yeah.
that's what I found.
Yeah, and the investigators are immediately like, there's
yeah.
no way, and every time it's the person. That's right. And it made me think of the only one I was ever like involved with or knew a lot about was Scott Peterson from back in the day. He was the one in like Modesto, right? Who, his pregnant wife,
Lacey, yeah.
Lacey Peterson, and took her out because he went fishing on Christmas Eve. And then he came home and she was gone.
Yeah.
That was a huge story from back in the day. And
he still says he's innocent, and there's
Yeah.
some documentaries that have came out in the past few years that are slightly compelling. But again, at the end of the day, I don't think he is innocent. But
no. They found the bodies like
Yes,
where
they
he
did.
was
Yeah.
doing the old fishing at. Who fishes on Christmas
Yeah,
Eve?
exactly.
Like honestly,
But now I saw an interrogation last night.
Yeah.
Where a woman was shot, and they took her boyfriend in because they're like, "You must have done this. You were there," and they were interrogating him for hours. And he was sitting there, and you could tell he wasn't all there. And he had like a black eye. And he was talking weird. He couldn't remember anything. And they looked closer at him, and he had a gunshot wound by his eye. And they were like, okay, we'll be right back.
Oh
and
my
then they
gosh.
got all these people to come in, transported him to the hospital. They wasted time interrogating him. It wasn't him.
He was a victim.
He was
too,
a
huh?
victim.
Oh,
But
man,
he
that's
was
crazy. Messed up.
he got brain damage.
That's crazy.
Isn't that
man.
insane? That's
Yeah.
a little dark, but
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. This is a dark type of thing, but the one I watched, this 3-hour one, was crazy. It was these kids, man. Kids. One was 15. That was the girl. And then she had her 19-year-old boyfriend, and then a 22-year-old like accomplice, and they ended up she ended up having her boyfriend take out her father, and it was just the most shoddy crime you ever could have, committed. And the way all three of them were at the beginning of the interrogation versus the way it ended was, incredible. These guys know what they're doing.
Yes.
Do you believe in body language?
As one part of a broader toolkit, right?
Okay,
when it comes to interrogation, I don't think you couldn't rely on that by itself.
Right.
People are nervous. People can. Hey, when I get pulled over, even if I, know I haven't done anything, and besides, maybe going a few miles over the speed limit or something, I still get nervous when a police officer approaches. Now, an interrogation scene, and sometimes. So you'll see in some of those videos, interrogators will use real hardball tactics, and that'll really throw people off edge, even if they're innocent, But yeah, as part of the system,
Right. The hardball tactics, I'd almost rather those than some of those soft ones where they're just like vague, super vague, and they're like your friend, and trying to just get you to say it, right?
Yes,
That's the craziest part.
Oh, it gets under my skin.
Yeah, when they're interviewing the 15-year-old girl who orchestrated the whole thing, by the way, and she's acting like, "Oh, I didn't know," And so it's like, well, we need to make sure your dad's safe and this and that, instead of being like, "Yeah, we found him already," And that's kind of crazy, man. That's the interrogations. They were gripping. I'll say that. Totally gripping.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, you really got to know a little psychology to really get in there.
And I don't at all. So I'm like learning a little bit. Yeah.
I did watch, of course, the Parkland shooter. He pled guilty, but there was a sentencing trial. Was he going to be sentenced to death, and that's what his defense team was trying to prevent, was death. So they were trying to portray him as a victim of society and such, and this and that, and that he was just a really suggestive, just strange kid, that his whole life he'd been told he was weird, and this is how it ended up, blowing up. Well, I watched a couple of hours of like it was like, I guess an abridged version of this 21-hour interview that the state psychiatrist did with him, and this guy was good. I mean, he never raised his voice or showed any anger towards the shooter, despite how terrible this crime was, and despite the fact that he pled guilty to killing 17 people. But some of his tactics, like the defense team was trying to suggest that he was just real suggestive, that maybe somebody put this idea in his head, because that's just the kind of kid he was. And he would ask this kid certain questions, and he would purposely mess up different things, or ask him questions that he had asked before. And every time the kid be like, no, you're wrong, it's like this, or hey, you asked me that question before. And during the sentencing hearing, the state psychiatrist was like, he was never rude to me, but that is not the sign of a suggestive person. Like, that's the opposite. A suggestive person, if you told them something wrong, they would just go with it.
Right.
They wouldn't dare.
He was like correcting and like,
yes, yeah,
that's kind of scary.
It was a lot of little things like that, little psychological things where he was really drilling into this kid's head, because his whole when the kid first got arrested, he was saying that demons told him to do this. That the interrogation by the police officer or by the detective, that was real good, where he just cut right through that. He let him run. He let him run with that for a little bit, and he's like, "There's no demons. Come on."
Was he the one when he realized there was a camera, he would start acting really weird?
Yes. Yeah. He was definitely that. Shake around, do different things.
Yeah.
That one's really good. I have really found myself watching a lot of clips from that trial and some of the interrogation, like the state psychiatrist evaluation, because in most of these cases, these incidences, the shooter dies at the end. He either kills himself or is shot by police.
Yeah.
Right.
This is one of the few times where he was actually apprehended.
Yeah.
So I believe the state has really put a lot of emphasis. Florida is really looking at this guy to see what they can figure out to hopefully
it's
prevent
rare
it from happening again.
Yeah, I was telling you guys about there is some sort of physician, like in neuroscience, where he's done research on some previous serial killers' brains, and they all share one thing in common, and that's frontal orbital lobe damage, right? And also other like mental things like abuse early on in life, and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, gosh, what he did was terrible, but it's also going to help a lot of people kind of, because he is still alive.
Yeah.
Figure out these behaviors, what led to things, I
That would
feel
be,
bad even saying that.
a huge bummer, like, you know, if they figure that out definitively, like at birth, and like it's like, all right, here's your baby girl, congratulations, she's
And by the
100% healthy, but she does have that serial killer thing going on.
Yeah, the gene.
No.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye on her.
Just keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
My gosh, the tactics that these detectives use. Oh my gosh. No wonder, like, you watch this and it's like, I want to be a detective.
Absolutely, yeah.
That is so cool, man. Like the way they lead, and they like, but they let you lead. They'll, you know, and they're very, and then they
Give
want
you enough rope to hang yourself.
Yes.
Yeah,
right.
And
yeah.
the coolest part is this guy who does these videos, because I watched other ones from another channel that were also very good. It was just the long form, but this one, the guy,
Yeah.
like, he's pretty much pausing the video every 10 seconds and being like, so here's what's going on here. And this is what the detective's trying to do. He's trying to establish a timeline so that he can also then, and during the next session, mess him up on it.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Pick it apart.
And pick it apart, or let them be like, well, no, actually, I did go to his house, you know, and then,
Yeah.
okay. And then that's,
Yeah.
as soon as you do that, you know, mess up your original timeline, it's like, you're probably dead to rights.
Absolutely, you see some of those detectives. Like I think that like the murderer thinks, oh, they're just gonna ask about like the time of the crime and all that. I just got to come up with an alibi. No, they're
Yeah.
like, what'd you have for breakfast the Monday
Yeah.
before? Let's
Yeah.
start there and
That's
lead
crazy.
up every
Love it.
little thing to it. You know, it's brilliant. It really,
is.
That's
to
so
me,
cool, man.
I've never been much into crime shows. I've never given them a
Neither.
whole lot of chance. So I know like Law and Order, obviously it's got to be good as long as it's been going on and stuff. But to me, the actual real stuff, especially now, it's so much. You know, I guess YouTube. Yeah, before you couldn't really catch an interrogation, I guess, of somebody.
But these
but
are all
now
public domain
these are all
things once
public
they're
domain.
released.
Yes.
Yeah. That's crazy. JJ Lopez says you'd be surprised how body language does have a huge factor. Many indicators that people don't realize they're doing. This one, and again, this one video, he's got it slow mode and zoomed in on like every little touch and scratch and nose pick and like all this during and you know how they sit versus when they start actually, all right, so what did you see when you got in there and this and that, and then they like gotta grab for something, reach or hug themselves, like all this
Yeah.
crazy stuff I've never really
Self-soothing kind of thing.
yeah, the self-soothing behavior covering the face and
Yeah.
whatnot. It was cool. And the guy, it wasn't just like, you know, some kid making a YouTube video. It sounded like, you know, America's Most Wanted guy or something. He was like, and now you'll, you know, the perpetrator is, you know, it was really good.
See, I'd be interested. Like, I feel like every police officer could probably write a book on some of this too.
Yeah.
You know, JJ, I know a bit of a veteran officer. I bet so much training goes into how much can you figure out about somebody before you even talk to them. You know?
Even just during a stop, right? Just a
Yeah.
traffic stop, you could probably use that information, or like you just build your own type of thing. Like after a while, like, okay, yeah, the people who are like reaching or looking over at their glove box or something, you know, something's wrong.
Yeah.
I know you guys aren't huge into true crime, but if you ever want to go down a little bit of a rabbit hole, check out the Murdoch murders. And that's some that's some deep, you know, South Carolina is where it happens.
Yeah.
And you've got a family of attorneys that have been there for a century. And it is just an absolute wild ride, and
Yeah.
it is still going on right now. You
Oh,
think
man.
it starts off with a little bit of embezzlement, and then it just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah.
It's a
See,
massive case in South Carolina. It's so good.
That's the kind of stuff I like. So I looked through the YouTube channel. I found their most viewed video. Matlock. And again, a lot of this just reminds me of Columbo.
Yeah.
Because eventually I would always be like, hey, Columbo, talk to my lawyer. Like, what are you doing? Well, you know, like, I'm not saying nothing. But I started a new video I'm going to finish today. I'm very excited to watch it. I had to turn it off. It was like 9 o'clock. I'm like, I can't get into this.
I gotta
Yeah.
go to bed.
I got to go to bed. But it started out with this guy. It started out with a 7-minute phone call of a woman calling 911 because the guy who kidnapped her and tied her up fell asleep in a house that
Yeah.
they broke into. And she manages to free herself and call 911 in the
Amazing.
room. And they go through the whole call, and you hear the cops finally come and like bust the door and get her out.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. And then they bring the guy in, but the title of the video is like the whatever killer. And then I look like just in the comments for a section, it's like, it's insane that the interrogator was able to get. So apparently like just this one kidnapping thing, this guy is like a killer. Like, So I was like, oh man, I got to stop this video. I got to watch this whole thing, you know?
Wow. Yeah.
So, yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
It's called Explore With Us, EWU on Facebook. And it's like really well put together videos.
There's one called a channel called JCS Inspired. They have long format interrogations with people chiming in every now and then.
Yeah,
Those are the
breaking down.
ones I watch.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you the one that's the most scariest, or the scariest to me, is a guy who killed a woman in an apartment over from his, and he, for 3 hours, if not more, he sat completely still the entire time.
Oh.
Like, did not move.
I think I've seen that, but I saw just like a time lapse of it.
Yeah.
Just like literally like a couple twidgets or something in
like during
3
the
hours.
interrogation and
Yeah,
stuff?
there
Yeah.
was like a behavioralist wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to pick up on anything from him.
Yeah, I wonder if
Crazy.
he was like, oh, as long as I just sit still there, I'll just get away with it.
Yeah.
He was just about insane.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Oh man.
Well, you got to be to do anything like that.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
we're not talking like a crime of passion or self-defense or something like that. Kind of
Stupid.
premeditative, stupid.
Yeah.
And thankfully, a lot of that is the underlying theme from a lot of these videos. They're all stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all stupid. I think crime of passions usually, I could be totally wrong, but I'd imagine like the 911 calls, like, y'all got to come
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I
Send an ambulance. and an
I
officer.
killed my dad or something like that, you know? Like, yeah, it just admit it outright. You
Yeah.
know? Maybe. I could be wrong.
That's not definitely want to say most of those murderers are stupid. Not to degrade like the detectives. Yeah, because
Of course
they're-
not, no.
Yeah, they're going in with some great tactics. It's just to do something like that.
But it's like the stupider the perp is, the more you got to like soft hands
yeah.
and like this and that. That's where the brilliance of the detectives come in. That's where you see like something so smart
Yeah.
being applied to somebody so dumb.
Yes.
They're not only trying to get a confession, but they're trying to make sure that if there is a trial, everything goes smoothly
due
on.
process,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Oh, and they hammer it all out. It's like, okay, so they got the confession. Now let's worry about premeditated. Let's worry about
right.
intent. Let's worry about all these other things in the timeline. Get everything solid. It was so good.
Yeah.
My gosh, a ton of people on Facebook saying good morning and this and that. Good morning to
Yeah.
all you guys.
Yeah.
It's 6:36. We should probably do the weather.
Yeah.
But, it's Friday. I ain't even worried about it. Horatio State Bank brings you this weather.
You're independent. So are we. We're a locally owned independent bank. Because of that, we make our loan decisions right here at the bank. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town loan committee to get together. We offer fast, quick answers on your loan requests. Horatio State Bank. Strong, independent, and local. Member FDIC.
Number one country
Y'all are definitely going to want to like, share, comment, because we're
Yeah.
talking about this prize. It sounds pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. Looking at the weather today, we've been upgraded. It's a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms today. Wait, no. 70%. Oh, man, let me hit a refresh on that. That was saying overnight. 70% chance of showers and possible thunderstorms, and it's not giving me a time frame, so it's not just going to be, it was like, you know, I think 30% or something, whatever it was. Now it's 70, a high near 59, light winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Tonight, a 50% chance of showers before midnight, cloudy during the early evening, a low around 31. Winds gusting as high as 20 miles per hour again. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 50. Again, strong winds. Sunday, I shouldn't skip this. Saturday night, mostly clear, low around 26. Holy cow. Yeah, Sunday, sunny, a high near 52. And Monday does have a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms now. We're definitely going to see something in these next couple days.
So, and I'm just seeing something here from, of course, Arkansas Weather Watchers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not, I shouldn't even
Avalanche.
mention
Sensation.
it. An avalanche.
We're gonna have an avalanche.
3 volcanoes.
Yes.
A couple hurricanes.
2 typhoons.
A fire cane?
Yeah. Sharknado.
Sharknado.
and an earthquake.
And pear tree. My gosh, we are late. This is the latest I've ever been.
No
Oh, it's
kidding.
for the
Tis,
6:30.
tis.
I know. It's just
Love
it's just
it.
such a fun. We were talking about it yesterday. It's like, you know what? We will give you 30 minutes of uninterrupted talking and then
or
7
bad?
minutes of break.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to do it, honestly.
Stick
with us.
Yeah, stick
Yeah.
with us. Yeah, we got to take your 6:30 break now. We We will be right back right after, and we got your genuine RV power trivia and all the rest coming at you. So stick around, my friends. We'll be right back.
Harris Drug and Gifts in downtown Kdqn is your fragrance headquarters this holiday season. For the ladies, Pink Sugar, Euphoria, Light Blue, Cool Water, Versace, and much more. And for the men, Hugo Boss, Obsession, Paul Sebastian, Polo Double Black, Drakkar Noir, and many other favorites. Harris Drug has a good selection of infant clothes and accessories for boys and girls too. And don't forget the popular Razorback Corner. Happy holidays from Harris Drug, downtown Kdqn.
Good morning. I'm Scotty Woodson from the EAB Ag Network with your EAB Early Morning Market Update. Let's recap the markets and how they closed yesterday. December corn at 6.84 even, up 5 3/4, with March corn at 6.90, up 5 1/2. November soybeans at 13.91 1/2, up 19, with January soybeans at 14 even, up 17 1/4. December wheat at 8.49 1/4, up 8, with March wheat at 8.68, up 8 1/2. December cotton at 77.40, down 89. March cotton at 77.26, down 71. November rice at 16.45, down 3 1/2 cents. January rice at 16.81, down 2 1/2. Moving on to livestock now. October live cattle 149.77 1/2, up 42 1/2. With December live cattle 151.67 1/2, up 32 1/2. October feeder cattle 175.57 1/2, up 35. November feeder cattle 177.55, down 52 1/2. December lane hogs 87.02 1/2, down 35. With February hogs at 89.10, up 10. That's your EAB Early Morning Market Update. And I'm Scotty Woodson. Have a great day.
Because the challenges you face are getting bigger every year, BASF is committed to helping with more than boots on the ground. We're committed to boots in the mud, boots on the steps of your truck, your tractor, your combine, the linoleum tiles of your coffee shop, the concrete of your co-op, the gravel in your shed. So we can listen, learn firsthand, help right now to ensure success. BASF, helping you do the biggest job on earth.
Seed Innovation Protection Alliance Seed Company members invest 15% of sales into new seed innovations for your cereal acres. Check the bag for certified seed or single-use agreement restrictions so you don't step over the line. Or talk to your seed dealer. Plant breeders develop better, stronger genetics for your farm. So let's reinvest together to improve yields and quality. Without your patronage and trust, seed companies wouldn't be able to continually develop new genetics, traits, seed treatments, and other innovations to meet your needs.
Pilgrim's Pride Kdqn Processing Plant has immediate openings for maintenance, both shifts, production workers, all shifts, part-time and temporary employment positions available. Between now and December 23rd, all new hires will receive a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Applications are available online at jobvite.com or at Pilgrim's Employment Office at 401 South 3rd Street in Kdqn, open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Pilgrim's is an affirmative action equal opportunity employer. Minorities and veterans are encouraged to apply.
I always enjoyed sitting on the front porch with my granddad. I loved to hear his stories about the old days, like when grocery stores actually had folks working at the checkout. He'd say they'd carry your groceries right out of the car for you. As he reminisced about how service used to be, I realized that there's still a place that offers great service, Pruitt's Food, where you'll always find friendly hometown spirit, fresh meats and produce, hot deli food, and yes, they'll even carry the groceries out to the car for you. Pruitt's Food, over 40 years of great service.
Did you know the overall suicide rate has increased 35% since 1999? Too often, feelings of shame and stigma stop people from discussing suicide and its effects. Suicidal thoughts are a symptom. Senior Behavioral Health and Cedar Haven would like to bring awareness that just like any other symptom, they can be treated and they can improve over time. In these challenging times, hope and healing are needed more than ever. At Mena Regional Health System, it's patients first, always.
Southwest Arkansas Electric Cooperative. We're the people behind every light switched on for the baby's 2 a.m. feeding, the computer you start up to begin your business day, and we're always there, down the line, powering farms and industries somewhere across Southwest Arkansas. We're over 80 dedicated team members delivering more than just electricity. We deliver power generated reliably and safely for you and your family, now and in the future. We are Southwest Arkansas Electric Cooperative. Power and people.
Delo's Diner, located at 290 South Dupree in the heart of Ashdown, Arkansas, will be your best cooked meal all day. Delo's Diner offers daily lunch specials and Ashdown's only all-day breakfast diner. Delo's has mouth-watering fried catfish with all the trimmings on Friday nights. Dine in or carry out, open 7 days a week. New owners Cody and Alexis Delo are excited about serving Little River County. Try Delo's Diner in Ashdown, and we guarantee you won't be dissatisfied. For hours and directions, call 870-898-7900.
Kdqn Auto Group wants your vehicle. Whether you're ready for trade-in or just need cash for your vehicle, call today. All makes and models accepted. Check out our selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. We offer ASC protection plans for all used vehicles. ASC warranty provides several options to fit any budget. Contact Mac Moore, our finance manager, for more details. Visit our websites at DeQueenFord.net or DeQueenChryslerDodgeJeep.com. Kdqn Auto Group is your hometown full-service Ford, Ram, Jeep, and Dodge dealership.
Carter Adams Flooring at their new location in Broken Bow salutes veterans everywhere and hopes you'll join them in honoring the brave men and women who have served and continue to serve our country. From now through December, save big on glue down vinyl plank, just $1.79 per square foot, with an assortment of colors to choose from. In-stock tile in sizes 17 by 17, 12 by 24, and 18 by 36, priced at $179 to $239 per square foot. These and other deals happening now at Carter Adams Flooring, 1206 South Park Drive, Broken Bow.
Losing a loved one is never easy, and the healing process is different for every individual. At Chandler Funeral Home, our warm and caring staff are here to support your family on the journey to healing by providing the highest level of care during the most difficult of times. At Chandler Funeral Home, we are dedicated to building long-term relationships with the families we serve. For more information along with valuable resources to help you begin the healing process, visit our website at www.chandlerfuneral.com or on Facebook. Chandler Funeral Home, where friends and family gather to heal.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
In Ashdown, see Shelter Agent Joey Bailey, proud sponsor of this year's Panther Sports.
All right, we're back with the Brew Crew, Kdqn 92.1, of course. It's Veterans Day, so you can go to our Facebook page or also go to kdqn.net and you can see the great Veterans page they have on there where people are submitting photos and stories and whatnot. You can go and check that out. My gosh, it's no wonder true crime podcasts are like the most popular thing in the world because you could talk for hours and hours about that kind of stuff. We have all kinds of stuff set up for you today. I've got a lot of funny headlines. Jennifer wants to talk about Love is Blind.
Yeah.
I have a BuzzFeed quiz I'm going to take.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Greg Revels coming into the studio. Thanksgiving foods that you shouldn't feed your pets. Lots of stuff we're going to talk about.
I believe we're going to have a special guest in the 8 o'clock hour.
Oh, yeah. We are going to have a special guest as well. And in that 7 o'clock hour, I suppose, somewhere in there, we will do our Facebook Live giveaway. And so keep tuned on that. We got Genuine RV trivia coming up in just a couple minutes. So for now.
And you have about 30 minutes until we're doing the drawing. So you have some time to share.
Yep. Time to share. Time to share and like and all that. Let's see here. There we go. Anything on here that you're wanting to really hit on? Well, how is Love is Blind? Have you watched it?
I have. I've watched every season. I think earlier this summer, I kind of broke it down, the premise of it. It's a bunch of people. It started during the pandemic, March, like 2020. And a bunch of people got together and they would meet in what they called pods. And they would date through those pods with a wall in between. So nobody ever saw each other, right?
Right.
And by the end, if you wanted to continue on the show, you had to propose to the person that was...
You had to propose.
You didn't have to. If you clicked with somebody...
would you interview all of them?
Yeah.
Or would you just get stuck with one?
No, you'd go through all of them if you
I
wanted.
see.
Yeah, you go on dates like multiple times a day, and then obviously connections would happen, and yeah, you could propose, or you could walk out and say, I didn't find anybody. Obviously, there were some people like that.
Right. Is everybody beautiful, or is like
Yes, of
so there's not
course.
going to be that moment where it's like
Mhm.
like because there's a big reveal, right?
There have been some couples that were like, oh, that's not what I was expecting.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, most of the people are just gorgeous. And then you have what I always find funny is the guy, he falls in love with two different women.
Mhm.
He ends up
Of
picking
course,
he
yeah.
picks one, and then after everybody gets engaged, they all meet up together, and the guy goes, "Oh, I should have picked the other girl. She's so hot." That happens so much.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Of course. Do you remember Next?
I do. Oh, that was so trashy.
That was the trashiest dating show ever.
Yeah.
That was like MTV.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, and it would be like, three guys would show up,
Mhm.
and sometimes they would just walk up. So it was like they would just walk up to the girl, and she could just be like, next, like
Mhm.
right away without even a word
Yeah.
said. That was the trashiest show
It
ever.
was. Oh, I'm gonna have to find some clips of that.
Yeah, and it was so fake
Yeah.
too, because the guys were always like, they always had like special facts about them
Yeah,
and stuff that
at
were
the
just
bottom.
they were
Yeah.
outlandish.
Love tacos.
Yeah, but some of them would be like, and one time, I rode an elephant into a strip club or something.
Yes.
Like,
So goofy.
yeah, it's not true.
Marcus Simpson says Room Raiders. I remember
was
that.
that one?
I'm pretty sure.
What was Room Raiders, Marcus?
Was that like a room makeover show?
I don't know.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
It sounds familiar.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, all those MTV shows were hilariously
good,
bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Real Life, or what is that? What it was
Yeah,
called?
The Real Life.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had like
Yeah.
so many seasons.
I like
Yeah, I
Chappelle's Dave Chappelle's skit
Yeah.
on the Chappelle Show where he does the Real World or something like that.
Mhm.
Like whatever it was, he does like, I'm not even gonna get into it. It's hilarious. though.
Okay.
Marcus
But-
said all he's got to say about it was so bad.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up then. Maybe I was wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, I finished season 3 finally, and it was just another train wreck, of course.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
It was
yeah.
just ridiculous.
I watched one where it was like a group of people living in a house, and they got to find their match. Like, I guess before like some relationship psychologist or whatever matches these people up, and you got to find the person, not the person that you actually like, by the way, just the person that statistically you would match the most with.
Right.
Because all humans just can be boiled down to that, because some people don't like certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Just in general, like I hate the way that you eat soup. Like
Yeah.
that just completely destroys. I just cannot get past
Mhm.
the way you eat soup.
Yeah.
And that's it. So you can't do this like match thing, and it was just weird to me that everybody would lose the game unless everybody found their match.
Mhm.
Even though some people were like, they were like super, oh yeah, we really like each other, and then they do the thing where they find out if they're the match and then they're not, and it's like, all right, well, let's move on to the next one.
Yeah.
like,
Interesting.
it was very weird. Bad Netflix dating shows.
Yeah.
We got to get into
Mhm.
it. It's
Yeah.
time. It's time
do
for
it.
Genuine RV Power Trivia. We'll be right back.
For 25 years, the Breast Care Program has helped diagnose over 1,900 women with breast and cervical cancers in Arkansas. Screenings can help you find cancer early when it's easier to treat. The Breast Care Program has enrolled over 128,000 women. Find out if you qualify for free cancer screenings at arbreastcare.com. That's arbreastcare.com. Screenings save lives. A message from the Arkansas Department of Health.
Everything changes. Right now it's the weather and the unbelievable low prices on brand new 2022 Malibus at Gentry Chevrolet in Kdqn. 2022 Chevrolet Malibus with an 8-inch color touchscreen, rear vision camera, keyless start, keyless entry, and estimated 32 miles to the gallon. And Gentry Chevrolet priced at just $24,535. That's right, just $24,535. And in some cases, you can buy a new Malibu at Gentry Chevrolet cheaper than you can buy a used one. And with approved credit, GM Financial is offering interest rates as low as 4.99. Check out your new 2022 Malibu at GentryChevyInc.com.
Yeah, Marcus Simpson. It was where Room Raiders was where they kidnap you in quotations, and she or he goes through the bedroom before meeting them and picks a date based on the bedroom.
Yes.
I remember that. I definitely.
Yeah,
remember
and it was creepy.
It
a
was.
little bit. Yeah.
Says it was trash.
They would the guys would try on the girls' clothes too. I remember that. Yeah, so weird.
Oh, Lord. It's Genuine RV Power Trivia, my friends. 642-2190. That's the number to call. Or GenuineRV.com. That's the website to visit. Genuine RV and Power Sports in Idabel, Oklahoma. Thank you for sponsoring the segment. I got a question for you right here. I'll read it. You're going to call 642-2190, 642-3637, or 898-3624 for those of you in Little River County. If you get it correct, or Facebook, or Jen Saves Your Life, well, you win yourself a little breakfast from Mickey D's and a trip to the ultrasonic car wash at Mr. Clean here in Kdqn. So let's get into it. Here's your question. This was invented in the 1930s. It made one of our crucial errands a lot easier to do. However, studies show that you're likely to spend a lot more money because of it. What is it? I feel like this is either really hard or really easy.
Yeah.
642-2190. This was invented in the 1930s, made one of our crucial errands a lot easier to do. However, studies show you're likely to spend a lot more money because of it. What is it? Let's go to the phone lines. Good morning, you're live on Genuine RV Power Trivia.
A car.
What is it?
Car.
A car is not correct.
Drop-off boxes.
Drop-off boxes is not correct either. 642-2190. This was invented in the 1930s. It made one of our crucial errands a lot easier to do. Let's go to the phone lines, actually, because they're blowing up. Good morning, you're live on Genuine RV Power Trivia.
The stock market.
Ooh, not the stock market. Jennifer?
I got nothing right now.
Got nothing. Let's go to the phone lines again. Good morning, you're live on Genuine RV Power Trivia.
In honor of Patrick, disposable diapers.
Disposable diapers is not correct either. Jennifer,
nothing? Can I go to Facebook here?
You can.
Shopping cart.
Shopping cart is the correct answer.
Oh.
That was trying.
Oh.
Rick, are you eligible to win?
I think I am, but okay, yeah, I think I am.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
We'll just go with you are.
Yeah.
All right, Rick, you can pick up your winnings. You know the drill. I don't need to tell you.
I want to win. I don't want to
I don't want to win.
Poor guy.
I saw Kyle Albert come through with it, and I was like, I might hold off on reading that one for just a second.
Yeah.
All
Sorry
right.
about that.
No, Rick. Well done, my friend. You are the winner today.
Yes.
Thanks for calling in, man.
Thanks, Jen.
You're welcome.
Look at that.
Jen apologizing for her brilliant husband.
Yes. It was
Sorry, I should have
there.
married someone dumber. Right?
Yes. Shopping cart is the correct answer. The first, or buggy. I would have taken buggy.
Yeah.
That's Canadian, right?
I think that's here.
That's here.
Really?
Whoa, look how weird it looks
It's
outside.
supposed to be
Whoa.
raining starting
Yeah.
here any minute.
That was weird. No, I never heard him called buggies until I came here. It was like, grab a buggy.
You got a term up there then. There's something they use up there.
But I definitely think they use buggy up there too.
Yeah, maybe they use buggy up there
Yeah.
too.
One thing I've never seen here, and probably see it in bigger cities though, is the shopping carts that you have to put a coin into
Yes. Yeah.
to get them, and then once you put the shopping cart back in its place,
Mhm.
you get the coin back.
Yeah.
Of course, works up there because you got
Dollar coin
and $2
and $2
coins.
coin.
Yeah, here if it's like quarter,
Yeah.
I'll lose a quarter leaving the shop in the
Yeah,
parking lot.
yeah.
I've never ever done that.
No,
How could you do that?
That is we've talked about it before, the shopping cart theory of society, right? It's one of those things you only do you're supposed to do it not because it's illegal not to. You're not going to get in trouble for not putting your shopping cart up. It's just one of those things, if you do it, it makes things work a little better, right?
Right.
So
It's like a unwritten law of society.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're somebody who does not put your shopping cart back up in its proper spot, you might, I don't know. There's some people who'd say you're a bad person.
I
Not us. We're not saying that. But
no.
sociologists might.
Yeah, that's right. Because if you're willing to do that, what else are you willing to do?
Precisely.
But the thing about a shopping cart, the interesting part is the study showing that you spend a lot more money. Like you want to save, especially I'm a single, bachelor guy.
Mhm.
I try unless I know I need to do a massive shop, try and just stick with the arms. And then I spend a lot less money.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
imagine just going through a shopping cart and being like, I want you, and I want you,
I got all
and
this
I want
room.
you. Yeah, so much room.
I've definitely saved money going grocery shopping with Mariah because I think she's big enough now. I can put her in that little special seat they have on shopping carts. But
Yeah.
before, I would just stick her whole car carrier in there, the car seat in there,
Yeah.
and then it was very limited on how much. There's only so much I could pile on top of her,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to do a little fancy programming here, but
yeah, you do, don't you?
Yeah,
I messed it all up.
Nah, you did.
You know,
It's
I
fine.
was thinking the mail drop-off boxes was a good one because, you can kind of, I don't know if you ever have, but if you're, packaging up a box, you can kind of guesstimate on the weight and on the length and stuff of everything and print your label online, then just drop it off. Or you can go to the post office and have them actually do it, and maybe they could save you a few bucks, you know,
Right.
because it wasn't as heavy as you thought it was or whatever.
Right.
I don't know.
I like
That's the
it,
thing.
yeah.
No, definitely. I thought I was pretty good at like counting as I go, and I feel like I could really get within $10 of it. But now inflation, I'm looking at $20, sometimes a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the last times I went grocery, or I guess when the inflation really hit, and one of the last times I did like big grocery shopping, like I'm used to like $150 dollar grocery bill because I'll go for like 2 weeks. I feel like I'm a pretty good shopper. And then when they rung it up and it was like $230, I was like, ugh.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. That happened to me
I
recently.
have to call my wife, let her know I didn't just go to the casino or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, John Baldwin says the Aldi store in Dallas takes the quarter. I think a quarter is enough, especially if you put in a bright new shiny quarter.
Yeah.
But you can also go online and order these little things you put on your keychain and you just pop it in there. It's not a quarter, but yeah.
Wow.
Of course,
Wow.
Yeah.
How much is that though? Like,
Oh, yeah, exactly.
The quarter thing is free. Because
literally free, yeah.
Get it back.
But I have gone shopping with our mother so many times and we would go and forget quarters or loonies, whatever it was.
You got to remember the loonie for sure.
Yes. Yeah. That was just horrible.
Yeah.
Big shop and we're both carrying like 2 baskets.
And you're bringing all your own bags up there too, because I think they do that in bigger places here in the States too. Is charge you? It's like 15 cents a bag or something. Do some big grocery shopping, you're looking like a couple bucks there.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get into it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Let's
Time
do
for the news.
Your number one country, 92.1, is Kdqn, Kdqn, Ashdown, Texarkana.
Your local news leader is Kdqn, Kdqn, Ashdown, Dirks. Local news this hour is presented by Shelter Insurance Agents Joey Bailey in Ashdown, Jeff Woods in Kdqn, and Todd Moore in Dirks, and by Teeter Motor Company in Mena. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter.
For KDQN News, I'm Patrick Massey reporting. In our first story of the news hour, the Arkansas State Police Commission has approved the promotion of Corporal J.D. Jones to the rank of sergeant. The recommendation for promotion was presented by Colonel Bill Bryant, director of the Arkansas State Police, to commissioners on Thursday during a regular monthly meeting. Sergeant Jones of Sevier County is a 17-year veteran of the state police and most recently has been assigned to the department's Criminal Investigation Division, Company C. The promotion entails a transfer to the Highway Patrol Division, Troop G, where Sergeant Jones will supervise a patrol post. So I think everybody, just about everybody out there knows Sergeant J.D. Jones, great asset to our local law enforcement community. So congratulations to him. Now, today is Veterans Day, and that, of course, is a federal holiday meant to honor United States veterans and active duty military personnel. Established way back in 1919 by President Woodrow Wilson, the holiday was originally celebrated as Armistice Day, commemorating the end of World War I and honoring all those who fought in it. In 1954, the day was renamed Veterans Day and expanded to honor all servicemen and women. Veterans Day differs from Memorial Day in that it's meant to celebrate those who served and are still alive as opposed to those who've died, though you can certainly celebrate both. Veterans Day is annually observed on November 11th. This is because it was originally conceived as commemorating the armistice that ended World War I, which was signed on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in the year 1918. A big component of Veterans Day is honoring those who have previously served our country. Honoring a veteran can be as easy as calling or messaging someone who has served and letting them know you appreciate everything they've done. If you're looking to celebrate someone who's currently on active duty, consider sending them a care package or even a thank you card. Now, it is Veterans Day, and we do know of at least one group doing something today, and that is the Kdqn River chapter of FFA. They are hosting a special Veterans Day event this morning to recognize the contributions and sacrifices of the nation's servicemen and women. All veterans are welcome to come by Kdqn River High School Ag Building between 7:30 and 10 this morning for a free breakfast. This is the 9th year for the Kdqn River FFA chapter to host its Veterans Day breakfast. Now, in our next story, Kdqn Public Schools has announced it is hosting a fundraising event for Denison School in neighboring McCurtain County, Oklahoma, following major damage suffered by the school from the tornado that struck Idabel late last week. District officials are encouraging every student and faculty and staff member in the Kdqn School District to bring at least $1 to help in the relief effort for Denison School. Organizers are asking those interested to bring their donations on Monday, November 14th, which is World Kindness Day. Organizers say they are hoping to show the district's kindness by helping the teachers and students of Denison School in their time of need. Denison School suffered major damage from the tornado, and several of the school's students lost homes. The school also received major flood damage to classrooms. Members of the community are also invited to participate in the Kdqn School's fundraising event. If you or your business would like to give, you can drop off your check or money order at the front office of any Kdqn Public School campus on or before November 14th. Please make checks payable to Denison Public Schools. Now, deer hunting season in Arkansas is about to be in full swing with the opening of Modern Gun this Saturday. Forest Service managers are reminding hunters to be safe and follow state and federal laws when hunting in the Ouachita Forest. Now, given the proximity of the Ouachita National Forest, officials there are reminding there's a couple of regulations that apply specifically to that area of the forest. Now, hunting stands, just a reminder, may be placed for up to 14 days at a time and must be moved to another location more than 200 yards away if the hunting trip continues. All stands must have the owner's name and address permanently affixed. Remove stands from the forest at the end of the hunting season. And also a reminder that off-highway vehicles are allowed on designated routes only or in game retrieval corridors while retrieving legally downed large game. Of course, Forest Service officials also plead with all hunters, stay safe, stay smart this hunting season. And if you are interested in more regulations at the Ouachita National Forest or any questions, just give their office a call, 501-321-5202. And a reminder that the National Forest Service does not issue hunting licenses.
Yes.
You got to get that before you go up there.
That's right.
But hey, we'll have some more news for you in just a moment. But first, these words from our sponsors.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
See your Southwest Arkansas Shelter Insurance agents, the Woods Agency in Kdqn, Todd Moore and Dirks, or Joey Bailey in Ashdown.
If you're hearing this, you're behind the wheel, thinking you need something new. Teeter Motors will make a deal and they take your trade in too.
Fall is here, and that means it's four-wheel drive season. Hi, I'm Shannon with Teeter Motor Company. If there's one thing you should know, it's that we have the largest selection of Tacoma 4Runners and Jeeps in the state. The holidays are coming, so let us make your first payment on any vehicle purchase in November, December. So come see us and test drive one of our quality pre-owned vehicles today. Teeter Motor Company, 1201 Highway 71 South, Mena.
And we are back with Kdqn News. A local church is gearing up to present its annual Thanksgiving Day meal giveaway for local families in need, an event they've hosted for over a decade and one which has provided meals to hundreds of people in the area during that time. Friendship Baptist Church will host its 11th annual Thanksgiving Day meal on Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, November 24th. Meals will be served beginning at 10:30 that morning and continue through 12 noon. Deliveries will be offered to homebound individuals in both Kdqn and Horatio, as well as first responders working Thanksgiving Day in Sevier County. Ashley Shelton, a member of Friendship Baptist Church, shared some of the details for this year's Thanksgiving Day meal.
If you don't know where Friendship Baptist Church is located, we are right behind the Easy Mart on 1121 North 9th Street. If you are in need of a Thanksgiving meal, we will gladly provide you a free plated meal. Deliveries will be made to Kdqn and Horatio for homebound individuals, and on-duty first responders. For those that do not need a meal delivered, just drive by and pick up your meal, and we will gladly get it out to you. The meal includes grilled chicken, which Tyson has donated, mashed potatoes, green beans, a roll, and butter, along with a dessert. And Mary Pops has graciously donated the butter for us.
The church anticipates it will give away between 250 and 300 meals this year. That means over the past 11 years, the church has fed more than 1,000 people on Thanksgiving Day. Shelton said it's a big effort and takes the entire church to make it happen. Members get up early Thanksgiving Day morning for the final preparations. Even the church's youngest members are there to help make the day a success.
Everybody in our church gets together, and we're there from 6 o'clock till, past noon, setting up, getting ready. The meals are already pre-made, so if anybody that wants a meal can just drive by, pick it up, tell how many you need, we'll bring it out to you, and then you're free to go. Now, if there is somebody that is alone on Thanksgiving, they are more than welcome to come fellowship with us at the church. We don't want anybody to be alone on Thanksgiving.
For the past 11 years, members of Friendship Baptist Church have spent their Thanksgiving providing meals to others, including those in need and those first responders who work Thanksgiving Day. Now it's a church tradition.
So it's a tradition for us. Like I said, this is the 11th year that we have been doing it, and we have it down now.
Shelton said anyone wishing for a Thanksgiving Day meal delivery on November 24th can call 870-279-0507 or 870-847-0439. Organizers ask that when you call, you please provide your name, address, and how many meals are needed. And in our next story, DeQueen Public Schools has announced it will host its 10th annual Senior Citizens Thanksgiving Luncheon next Tuesday, November 15th. All area senior citizens are invited to come by for a Thanksgiving lunch between 11:30 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. at the DeQueen Elementary School cafeteria. The Sevier County Courthouse and landfill will be closed this Friday, November 11th, in observance of Veterans Day. The landfill and solid waste stations will be open this Saturday, November 12th, during normal operating hours. The courthouse will reopen at 8 a.m. on Monday, November 14th. DeQueen City Hall will also be closed this Friday in observance of the holiday. And finally, November is here, and that means a couple of things. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and the Sevier County Library System's annual Food for Fines program is now underway. Through this yearly initiative, patrons are invited to bring in any non-perishable food item for a $1 reduction per item in existing overdue fines. The program is part of the Library System's annual effort to address food insecurity in Sevier County. This month, the library is also hosting its Mr. Rogers Neighborhood Sweater Drive. The library is accepting new or gently worn items for donation, including cold weather clothes like coats, sweaters, gloves, hats, scarves, and more. These items can be dropped off at any system library, including DeQueen, Horatio, Locksburg, and Gillum. Check out more local news online at kdqn.net. I'm Patrick Massey reporting.
Local news this hour has been presented by Teeter Motor Company in Mena. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter. And by your Southwest Arkansas Shelter Insurance agents, Todd Moore and Dirks, Jeff Woods in DeQueen, and Joey Bailey in Ashdown. For local news when you want it, 24 hours a day, go to our website at kdqn.net.
Before going out to the deer woods, there's important information to know to better ensure your safety and keep those around you out of harm's way. Tips to ensure a safe hunting trip include having a plan before you go, knowing your target and what's beyond it, carrying emergency equipment, and wear Hunter Orange. These folks wish you a safe and successful hunting season. Twisted Times Outfitters, Rich Mountain Electric, Curtis Body Shop, Smith & Mounts Real Estate, Southwest Arkansas Electric Cooperative, REA.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Pilgrim's Pride Kdqn processing plant has immediate openings for maintenance both shifts, production workers all shifts, part-time and temporary employment positions available. Between now and December 23rd, all new hires will receive a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Applications are available online at jobvite.com or at Pilgrim's Employment Office at 401 South 3rd Street in Kdqn, open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Pilgrim's is an affirmative action equal opportunity employer. Minorities and veterans are encouraged to apply.
As the world we know continues to evolve, it's no secret that technological jobs are becoming more prevalent. The job that your child will have one day may not even exist yet. Umpire Schools prepares kids for jobs of the future with programs like esports. Electronic sports is accredited by the Arkansas Activities Association and allows children to compete through video games against other schools in a battle of wits, eye and hand coordination, and much more. Umpire Schools, preparing your kids for the jobs of tomorrow, today.
That's right. We're back live, Kdqn 92.1 for the Facebook Livers. We're going to be doing our drawing giveaway here in just a little while. We're tallying the totals.
Yes.
Yes. And,
And I did.
What?
I did like, share, and comment.
I didn't see your comment. Where was your comment?
I
I
commented.
think it was on John Baldwin's.
Yeah.
I think I saw. That's where I saw it.
You commented on a comment?
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
Yeah, I also did it the first time, but I forgot to make it public.
Yeah. Oh,
You
okay.
know, you got to
There
make it public.
You
or
do.
not.
make it public.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of people didn't this week either,
Oh,
but
no.
that's all right. We got a lot of new names.
Yeah, you got to go to facebook.com/your profile. You got to go into your privacy settings. You got to change it. It's a nightmare, but you have. Yeah,
Well, you can
for us to
actually
see
do it one at a time. If you don't want all yours to be public,
Yeah.
you can. When you make that one,
Share
You can
publicly.
make that one be public.
Ah, there you
can
go.
do that. So you can just do it one time. so-
Right.
but it took me 2 times to figure it out.
Right, right.
So you know.
Is
Hey,
it?
what-
Is
hey,
it?
one thing
Is the
bef-
cutoff already? Is the cutoff there?
I would say so.
All right, cutoff
Yep.
is done. All right. What were you gonna say?
Well, just before we get to all our tomfoolery
Yeah.
that we do all the time, I want to say one thing.
Ugh.
I know y'all talked about this before, but a big thank you to all the veterans.
Oh yes,
you know, and those people that are still serving.
that's right.
We owe a debt of gratitude to them that we can never repay.
That's right. And that's like what am I gonna do? You know, what am I? All I have to do is give my thanks and
show
it's
'em some
Veterans
respect.
Day.
Absolutely.
Some respect. Always
right.
do.
That's
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I noticed yesterday at the cemetery there were a lot of little American flags put out on veterans' graves. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. Yep. I love watching war movies around this time. It makes me sad, but they're some of my favorite movies.
What's your favorite war movie?
My favorite war movie is Platoon, and that's not to feel sad at. I'll tell you that. But other than that, I do love Saving Private Ryan and Full Metal Jacket. I like some of the,
I think
different ones.
You know, I think Saving Private Ryan's probably was the most eye-opening thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They did such a great job
Oh,
with the
yeah.
opening part of it, you know.
It's horrifying.
Yeah. And you know, to realize that that's actually what occurred.
Yeah.
You know, that, I mean, you know, now we've got drones and laser-guided bombs and
Yep.
all these kind of things. Back then, you know what they did? Hey, you bunch of 18-year-old guys, just keep going till they can't kill you all.
That's right. Boots on the ground.
That's right.
That was the most important thing.
And those guys did it.
Mm-hmm. Band of Brothers. Did you watch that?
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
one-
Band
that
of
was
Brothers.
great. Yeah.
So good. Did you watch the other one, The Pacific?
I did not watch that one.
That one's really good too. Same people who made
Yeah.
Band of Brothers. Yeah. And The Pacific there's parts of it that I like better, because, man, was that a weird war on that side, the Pacific side,
Yeah, I knew some guys here that were at Iwo Jima.
Yeah.
And they're not here with us any longer.
Right.
But
amazing people.
Yeah, and then you find out those like singular characters, like the big one that jumps out, one of the biggest heroes from World War II, like just singular guys, was John Basilone. And his whole story, they go over that whole thing in the Pacific. It was so good, man. But apart from that, we got plenty of tomfoolery.
Back
to
to
get
the
into.
tomfoolery,
Back to the
right,
tomfoolery. But you can go to kdqn.net and check out the Great Veterans page that's going on there, where people have sent in photos and stories and blurbs and all the rest. And we definitely appreciate that. Keep them coming, I suppose, and go to Facebook. And you can go to our Facebook Live as well and comment anything you want. It will be read and enjoyed. Jennifer is almost done putting all the names in the hat there of all the people that have shared and all the great people. We definitely appreciate it.
Yes. So many shares this week.
That's right. Do you ever watch, are you a big crime fan? Like
not as
true
big
crime?
Not
and
as
stuff?
big as my wife is.
Oh, yeah, she likes that stuff.
She
Love
loves
it.
like those 2020 investigations.
Yeah.
First 48.
Yeah.
Dateline's really good, too.
She records those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And DVRs them, watches them later.
Watches them all. Yeah.
You're not a big fan, though.
Well,
You're a little depressing, eh?
Well, I think one of the things that I'm going to get is I'm not a big fan of stupidity. And all those people most of them are stupid.
Thought you liked the show.
Well, when I'm participating in it, it's a
different story.
but and it seems like almost all of them are basically the same.
Right.
I mean, some guy does something stupid. He's caught easily.
Yeah.
And then he looks like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
He's got that look on his face like, you actually caught me? I don't know how you did that.
They do the dumbest crime. They're caught within 10 hours of the crime.
That's right.
Like, oh, what? My criminal mastermind has been... Dig, you're not going to get away with it. I don't think there's a way in which anybody gets it. Those are such rare cases that somebody gets away with this type of stuff, right?
Absolutely. It's incredibly rare.
Yeah, and people are always like, okay, so I'm going to plot out this thing, right? I'm going to make it seem like, oh, somebody broke in or there was a home invasion or I was gone and then whatever happened. And it's like the police know.
Yeah.
It's so rare for your house to get broken in something like that to you, the husband or the wife or the kid. You got to be tied to it in one way.
Well, the only way, the way you get away with it, is you just randomly kill somebody that you don't know.
Right.
And not, you go
no connection.
Just say you go up to Missouri and just shoot the first person you see and then come back to the Queen, live your normal life.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, but why would you do that?
Right.
You don't do that. You shoot people or kill people that you're mad at or that has done something to you.
Yeah.
Most people, every once in a while there's people that do stuff like that, but
sure.
All these 2020 Dateline, all those stories are mostly crimes of passion, or which are they're either mad or in love with somebody else or trying to get rid of somebody or want some money. One of those three things. It's either money, love, or hate.
Yeah.
One of those three things. And
they
all end up. Yeah, they're basically the same thing. There's a real fine line there.
Let's not forget that there are cover-ups. If you've got a lot of money, you're very prominent in maybe a particular society. It can be easy to get away with things like that.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was saying earlier when we were first talking about this, I watched some interrogations and whatnot yesterday, and it just reminds me of Columbo.
Yeah.
You watch a lot of Columbo as a kid?
Yeah, I did.
That was always so ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's always like he notices the smallest little things and it's always like it's always some high class member of oh, detective, what are you doing here? I was conducting my symphony.
Yeah.
It's never like normal people, and it's and that's when I noticed the watch on his hand was 5 minutes slow.
Yeah.
If your wife likes that true crime stuff and she hasn't watched this yet, tell her to watch The Inside Man on Netflix.
Okay.
It just came out. It's 4 episodes. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay.
It
I'll
is
tell
so
her.
good. Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci.
Love me some Stanley Tucci.
Tucci. All right, I think we're ready. Before should we do the weather real quick?
Sure, let's get that out of the
way. All
way.
right, we're going to do the weather, and then we're going to do our Facebook Live drawing. So go to facebook.com/KDQN921 if you shared and see if you win.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Weather brought to you by
First State Bank.
Excuse me. Looking for a bank that cares about you and your community? First State Bank is your community bank. We're involved in our community because that's important to us. That's what local businesses do, and we're a local business too. Visit us to see how you can join the First State Bank family today. You'll even get a free gift if you join, because that's local banking done right. Terms and conditions apply. First State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you. Bailouts, $1 million bonuses are not the sort of thing we do. We're just a small fry with a little guy. We're a lot like you.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you. First State Bank, member FDIC. We're big on you.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you.
Number one country weather.
That's insanity. Yeah. All right, taking a look at the weather today, we do have a 70% chance. I would say it's a guarantee. It's raining.
Already,
it's raining. So
yeah, it's
there
raining.
Oh, yeah.
It's just for how long and how heavy.
We're gonna a big front coming through. If you look at the radar, big front coming.
Big front coming through. We're going to have some strong winds too, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour, mostly cloudy today. The high is 59. It's currently 58 degrees, so I don't imagine there's going to be much sway.
It's already been 59.
Yeah, exactly. Tonight has a 50% chance of showers before midnight, cloudy during the early evening, a low around 31, and again, strong winds. Tomorrow, 31 the low.
Yeah.
All right, tomorrow, sunny with a high near 50. You want to guess tomorrow's low, Greg?
I'm going to guess it's 26.
26 is exactly correct. Sunday, did you read it?
Yeah, he's got it open on his computer. And he just looks over.
But you know, actually, this doesn't tell you that.
Oh,
No.
it does, though.
It says, this says a different low.
Oh, okay.
It's got a different amount, but I heard you say it earlier.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I did hear you say it earlier. But one of the things, go ahead.
No, please.
Well, I was just say, if you're going to go deer hunting in the morning, which 300,000 people will in the state of Arkansas. You know, if you're not close enough to somebody else to stay warm, you better put some clothes on.
Long
johns. The wind's going to be blowing too.
Yeah.
So
you ever worn a pair of long johns?
Have I ever worn one? Oh, sure.
Yeah.
You and the
Actually,
long johns.
You came from the time where everybody just wore that. That was their underwear. Was that whole one-piece long johns thing? And then they would wear their like suit that you had one suit back in the day.
Did it have a flap?
It had, of course, it had the flap.
You still have any of this?
I sure do.
Yeah.
I sure do.
Yes,
and they're Razorback ones, by the way.
All right.
Yes. and I actually wore it for clothes.
Yeah. Just go wear out.
I would just wear it. Yeah. I mean, I go to Razorback games, put on a pair of PE shorts over them. I mean, I was ready to go. Man.
Yeah. Yesterday's high 76, the low 54. No rainfall in the past 24 hours, except unless you're considering now. You know. All right, we are ready to do our Facebook Live drawing. I drew last time.
I think Greg should draw.
Greg.
Well, since I don't get in it, even though I did it.
I put your name in there.
No, you don't put my name. Don't say that. You didn't.
I'm joking,
you
everybody.
Really didn't do that.
No, I didn't.
All right, I got one.
Big winner on the day. They don't even know what they're winning yet.
The big winner, Elizabeth San Juan.
What?
All right.
Elizabeth San Juan, which she said good morning this morning.
Yeah, she watches every morning
Yes.
and shares every morning.
Elizabeth San Juan, big winner on the day. Now, what are you winning, you are asking? Patrick has put together something really excellent. Now, it's probably not going to be till Monday that you can pick it up. I will message you on Facebook.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be till early next week that you can pick it up. But he has put together something really cool. It's a kit of Legos to build a really, really awesome little set that I think anybody would love to have on there.
Mhm.
It's not like, Harry Potter or whatever. It's really cool.
What's wrong with Harry Potter?
Well, nothing's. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. Like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Well, that one's a little more
don't
like
be dissing Harry Potter.
I'm not dissing it. It's it's more like something, if it's Harry Potter, okay, I'll just give it to the kids.
Yeah.
But this one is like a really cool one. She says, OMG, thank you so much. Smiley face. Yeah, so it's a really cool Lego set. This thing is like, it's really nice.
Yeah.
And very cool looking. And I'm not sure if he's going to put it together or let you have the fun of putting it together. It's like a kit that he's got. So very cool. It's not like a Lego sanctioned set. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So we'll have him talk about it a little bit more. But
For
you are
sure.
the big winner on the day. This was definitely a cool one. And yeah, early next week, we'll send you a message on when that thing is ready to be picked up. Elizabeth San Juan, big Facebook Live.
Congratulations.
See how easy it is? We're doing this every week.
We are.
Every week. Yeah. And
Yeah.
the last time we did it, everybody won.
Yes.
Everybody.
And
every
that won't
single
be the
person
last
won.
time.
No. We're just going to spring those on you, though.
Mhm.
So you might as well just go ahead and get it in your mind to go ahead and share, like, and comment on our Facebook Lives. And you could win something.
Absolutely.
Very cool. Sports up next. What do you guys think?
That sounds great.
Anything in the Quidditch world?
Oh, yeah.
Update us on?
There's a big Quidditch match this weekend.
Okay.
Actually, if it doesn't get blown out by the rain and the front coming through.
Yeah.
That flying around on those broomsticks is pretty tough when it's blowing 50 miles an hour.
Definitely. Do you wear a cup?
Do I wear a cup?
Do you wear a cup for Quidditch?
No, I don't play anymore. I'm too old. I'm too old to do
Your
anything.
Quidditch days
I'm just
are
a
behind you.
watcher.
Yeah. I used to play Quidditch until I, broke my knee.
Yes. Until I took a broomstick to the knee.
Yeah. All right, we have all your Quidditch sports coming up here in just a moment. We'll be right back.
Ashdown Schools make it easy to find just what you're looking for on the district's website at ashdowschools.org. View grades and email teachers with links to eSchool. View Facebook posts and news feeds even if you don't have a Facebook account, along with event calendars, sports, lunch menus, and so much more. At Ashdown Schools, we believe organization and communication play a vital part in the success of our students. Ashdown Public Schools, providing educational excellence since 1891. We are Ashdown.
Are you on the hunt for some new supplies before heading to the Deerwoods? Or have you been contemplating the perfect Christmas gift for the hunter in your life? Look no further than Sevier County's own Farmers Co-op. Located in their brand new and improved facility next to TJ's on Colin Ray Drive, you can find hunting necessities up to 20% off, like the Fusion X game camera, Boss Buck gravity feeder, Apex tripod, big game tree stands, and more. Sale only lasts through November, so hurry to your local Sevier County Farmers Co-op, a proud sponsor of 92.1's upcoming holiday hog races.
And now, sports. Let's get ready to rumble.
All right, we're back. Let's do some local sports. All right, tonight we've got all kinds of stuff going on, and it would have been a really smart thing to have this right here in front of me.
Well, I can talk about stuff you want me to talk
Why don't you talk about what you're doing, Greg?
Well, what Tony and I are going to go to Hayworth to broadcast the opening game of the 2022-2023 season for the Leopards and Lady Leopards at Hayworth, starting at, I believe the games start at 6:30. They've changed the time twice, so you're going to have to pay attention to the radio and watch out. We're going to be on AM 1390, and which translates to FM 104.5. And
Yes,
we'll be there for both the senior girls and senior boys contest. Looking forward to that new season. Really excited about the basketball season and, going that way.
Yeah.
We'll be headed that way. Lots of other stuff going on, though.
That's right. And it's not going to be always that we're on that station. The reason they're on AM 1390, FM 104.5 is because the Arkansas Razorbacks are continuing their basketball season tonight as they host the Fordham Rams in Fayetteville at 7 o'clock. So right here on your Razorback station, number one country 92.1, you join Chuck Barrett and Matt Zimmerman right at 6:30 going live. And then tip-off set for 7 o'clock. Now, for all you Panthers fans, and I know there's a lot of you out there, and we've got, it's playoffs, my friends, at 6:30, 102.1, going live to Lone Oak, where Jim Cross and Daryl Coker will have the opening round of the Class 4A state playoffs. That's going to be the contest between the Ashdown Panthers and the Lone Oak Jackrabbits. I would imagine Panthers usually eat Jackrabbits for breakfast. So I'm hoping. No, it's going to be a great game. They're both very
lunch or dinner.
Yeah, that's right. They're both very similarly. Their records are very similar.
Should be a great game.
It should be a fantastic game, and you can listen live. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock on 102.1 and on the KILX app. But you can listen at 6:30. That's when Jim Cross goes live. That covers everything going on tonight. Tomorrow, of course, the Arkansas Razorbacks. We're hosting the LSU Tigers at Fayetteville at 11 o'clock. The Battle of the Golden Boot, of course. I remember that as a young child watching that one. That's going to kick off set for 11. We're going live at 8 o'clock with the pregame show, Chuck Barrett and crew, on your Southwest Arkansas Hog Caller 92.1. And last, finally, the Ouachita Baptist University Tigers taking on the Henderson State University Reddies in the annual Battle of the Ravine. That's going on tomorrow on 102.1 The Good Path. Live set up for 1 o'clock with Rex Nelson and crew. So there you have it. That is all the sports that's going on.
And one other thing.
Yeah?
If you're going to Fayetteville tomorrow, take a lot of clothes.
Yeah?
Because it's going to be cold.
Oh, I thought your clothes will get stolen off your back. You got to have backups.
They might, because there may be some fighting going on over clothes.
Yeah,
up there.
That's right.
It's going to be a lot different than it has been. It's going to be really cold tomorrow.
Yeah.
Probably, I think the low up there tonight is supposed to be like 24, and at game time, it's temperature 37, and I'm sure the wind will be blowing.
Yeah, that's always cold makes football better.
Yeah,
yeah, it does.
You know.
If you're winning.
That's right.
If you're winning.
Oh, man.
But we're definitely going to get a temperature change, a season change here in 1 week.
Yes, for sure. You're our Razorbacks liaison. Are you going tomorrow?
I am not going tomorrow.
You're not going tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
Too cold.
Hey, it's opening day of deer season, man.
Yeah. And then we're also doing Friendsgiving.
We are.
Got to go to deer camp.
Yeah.
Go deer hunting.
And then you're coming by, you're going to have some turkey with us.
Turkey?
Yeah.
We're having turkey?
Yeah.
It's Friendsgiving.
I know.
Yeah.
Turkey.
Are you going to shoot a deer and bring it?
I will if you want me to.
Yeah, I'll help
right.
you. I'll help you gut it and clean
Really?
it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Jen's good at it.
Okay.
I want the heart.
Okay.
The heart is good, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want the hooves.
Yeah?
The hooves?
What are you going to do with them?
Make a clapper.
A clapper.
For the Razorbacks?
She's gonna put prints on your forehead.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she's gonna-
Yeah, whapper. That's what it is.
Be like that. What was that show? Oh, How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
You ever see that guy? You know that time he had a fight with a goat.
No, I never.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that
he
show
had a
was
big
really.
goat print on his forehead.
That show was really not good,
Yeah,
Greg.
I know.
That was made for you, though.
Yeah.
All the way.
I'm just saying. I just saw.
Isn't
that.
there a new How I Met Your Father, or did that get canceled already?
There's some
didn't-
new spinoff.
It didn't make
It
it.
didn't make it. Just like that 80s show.
What am I thinking of with Hillary Duff is in it now?
Oh, is
I
she in a
don't- I don't-
sitcom?
Yeah, some spinoff of like I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Favorite sitcom of all time? Go.
Probably I Love Lucy.
Oh. Okay. Greg?
And Arrested Development.
Got to go with Friends, huh?
I got several. I can't
Yeah.
one. I mean, I go by different decades.
Oh, okay.
I love Andy Griffith.
Yeah.
And he was great. MASH was a great show.
MASH was good. Honeymooners.
Yeah,
Honeymooners
that
was
earlier
good.
that was
Yeah.
good. Then you got Seinfeld just right prior to Friends.
Mhm.
Don't know anything after Friends though.
Right. You like a little Big Bang Theory? No?
I'm not much on that.
How I Met Your Mother was okay. That was a fine show. I just thought that was the beginning of these sitcoms where it's just, first of all, it's like kids can't watch them.
That's right.
They're a little too suggestive, and there's no chemistry in these guys, like in those sitcoms. That's what I find. You know, no chemistry in those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
between the actors, it just
Well,
seems
and,
really
and one of the
stilted and
things, How
weird.
I Met Your Mother, the ending ruined the whole series.
Did it?
Oh, really?
Because I mean, it's like it's building up the right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
you've
I
shot
mean,
yourself in the foot.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the ending of it's crazy. But anyway, but for a good, wholesome 30 minutes of TV,
Mhm.
there's nothing better than Andy Griffith.
Yeah.
There's a lesson to be learned from every one of those shows. And it's a good thing for everybody. I know you're laughing, but it's true.
No, it's true. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course it is.
it's true.
Because that's what shows used to
Yeah,
do. Every
yeah.
episode had to have a lesson.
You know, and the
kids
sad
watching
thing
it.
about them is the best thing to do is get them on DVD or however you get them.
Yeah.
You know, because if you watch them like on TBS, we'll say, they'll cut out part of it.
Yeah.
So they can show more commercials.
Yeah.
And they cut out the best part. A lot of
Yeah,
times.
yeah, I hate it when they do that.
Yeah.
Remember Hogan's Heroes, man? Hogan's Heroes
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was,
it was.
such a good show. Jennifer is rolling her eyes. You don't like Hogan's Heroes?
No, I've never watched it.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not a big sitcom person. Yeah.
Fine then.
Just not.
Well, let me ask you, how long will that BuzzFeed quiz take? Is it going to
Not very long. I actually just pulled it up. 'cause
Let's do it.
Okay.
I want to do a BuzzFeed quiz
Yeah,
before we get into. I want to nail this quiz before we get
Okay.
into
This is a really, really stupid quiz.
Okay.
All right. It's a little weird how I know, but I can guess your favorite part of Thanksgiving based on the dinner you plan.
Okay.
All right.
All
Do you have it in
right.
your mind what your favorite part of Thanksgiving is?
Yes.
Okay. Starting with question 1. Pick an appetizer. Spinach nacho dip, pizza bites, sweet potato fries, fried Brussels sprouts, or I'd prefer to save room for later.
Fried Brussels sprouts.
Good answer.
Fried though.
Pick a drink. Hot chocolate, pumpkin spice latte, cranberry mocktail, or a soda.
Soda.
Pick a side dish. Mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, green bean casserole, sweet potatoes with marshmallow, stuffing, or corn.
Stuffing.
Pick your favorite turkey. Simple roasted turkey, garlic and herb roasted turkey, dry brined, or ham.
Ham isn't a turkey.
I know.
I'll go with simple turkey.
Simple roasted turkey.
Yeah.
Now pick a pumpkin for decor. Just pick one of those 4. For decor.
For decor. I like those ones.
And pick what kind of bread you want. Whole wheat, cornbread, pumpkin bread, or classic dinner rolls.
Classic dinner
Absolutely.
rolls. Yeah.
Sauce, brown gravy, hot sauce, cranberry jelly, or ketchup.
Brown gravy. What's this?
He
is,
wants cranberry.
Yeah.
Oh no! I
All
don't.
right. 2 more. Chocolate chip cookies, brownies, cinnamon rolls, or pumpkin muffins.
Cinnamon rolls.
All right. And last, pick a dessert. Orange cranberry pie, pumpkin pie, cheesecake, pecan pie, rhubarb pie, apple pie, chocolate cake, or lemon meringue pie.
Pecan pie.
They don't even have a pumpkin pie.
Yeah, they
Do
didn't even have pumpkin pie on
That
there.
was the second one. Oh, I did. Did I not read it?
Maybe not.
Yeah, pumpkin pie is on there.
Okay, I'll still go with pecan.
All right.
Going with pecan. All right. So, what's my favorite part of Thanksgiving?
It says, everyone and everything you love to love. People often tell you that you are too nice, but you want to show your overflowing appreciation to your friends and family.
Wait a minute.
You know what? I've never seen a BuzzFeed quiz wrong before. They normally nail every aspect of my personality,
Yeah?
but I don't think anybody's ever told me they think I'm a little too nice.
I don't think so. You've never heard that in your
I've
life.
never heard that in my life, even when I was doling out, soup at a soup kitchen for the homeless. I still had to have a saucy word with each one of them.
Yeah. I do think you are too nice sometimes, though.
Hey, but
what?
I think you're too nice.
What do you mean?
Well, I think you're just nice.
Well, so I
don't know.
Hey, just so you know, this is change. You're getting back to your true personality.
Yeah.
I got a text. Somebody said, "Do you need to take back what you said about How I Met Your Mother?"
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're upset.
They're upset with that.
Yeah, they're upset.
That I said it was a bad show?
Yeah.
I actually then said, all right, it's not a bad show. I did say that, but I said there's no chemistry and it's difficult to watch and it's inappropriate
Cheesy.
and it's cheesy and I review it badly. I didn't say it was a bad show.
There you go. I'm sure that makes them feel a lot
There
better.
we go. There we
go.
go.
Yeah. You're such a good guy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
You love everybody and everything.
Yeah, I'm just too nice.
Yeah.
I'm just too nice.
You're the Thanksgiving
What am I the Thanksgiving Sprite who comes and blesses everybody's day with
Yeah, you think of sprites as little woodland creatures, but hairy.
hairy and kind of overweight and
big.
Yeah, I can't
When
really
he
make
puts his Sprite costume on. He looks
Yeah.
really good.
You never
Those
thought
little
of-
wings make you look cute.
Yeah, when a Sprite comes in, he's like, just out of breath already. No, it's true. Every day, right at 6 a.m., I come through and brighten everybody's
That's
day.
true.
Yeah, I agree.
There we go. We got to get into your birthday club. What do you guys think?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. See how nice I'm
Wow,
giving
wow,
you
wow,
guys
wow,
brought to you
wow,
by
wow.
Dr. Frank T. You got-
You don't have
All right. We're back with the birthday club. We got Patrick in studio now, and Facebook Live, you can't hear the music because we will get shut down. So
But I can sing to you if
yeah,
you'd like me to.
that's right. Don't mess with the Beatles.
Yeah.
All right.
I wonder if they'd shut that. Facebook would probably shut us down if I sang too.
Yeah, because you just nail it. Yeah.
It sounds just like the Beatles. Yeah,
We've
That'd
got-
sound like a bunch of Beatles out in the
That's right.
wood or something.
He's doing sorting over there. Look at him.
Yeah, I'm
All
sorting.
right.
But I do have a happy birthday.
What? Let's get to it.
Yeah, Briar Downing. He turns 9 today. Happy birthday from Grandma, Grandpa, and all the family. Happy birthday, Briar.
Nice.
9 years old.
Guess who turns 18 on Sunday?
Who that?
Can you believe this? Adley Frazier.
What?
Yeah,
No.
I thought wasn't it just a couple years ago? She was like 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
She's
like 8 years ago
I
that
wonder
she was
who.
10.
who
Yeah.
called,
I
hey,
can't
who
believe
called
that.
in her birthday.
Who called in?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you ready? You ready for
I'm
this?
ready. Wait. Take a deep breath. There you go.
You guys should have practiced this before.
Happy birthday from Dad, Kevin, Amanda, Evan, Gavin, Rustin, Benton, Landon, Leighton, Pace, Hunter, Hadley, Katrina, Braden, Reagan, Nana, and Papa.
There you
And
go.
of course,
Happy
us here at
birthday,
Kdqn
Adley.
Live.
I like it. All right.
18 on Sunday.
Nice. I got a big happy birthday going out to Chantry Quinalty. I'm hoping I'm getting that one right. Chantry Quinalty. There we go. She's an umpire. That's a happy birthday from Aunt Jen. I'm terribly sorry. I butcher all names.
Aunt Jen.
Aunt Jen.
Yeah, Aunt Jen.
Aunt Jen
Aunt
says
Jen.
Chantry Quinalty, happy birthday, says Aunt Jen.
You got every word on there wrong except Jen.
I think he got the.
Yeah, he got happy birthday right.
Yeah.
And Jen.
Umpire?
Yeah.
Umpire. Yeah.
Happy birthday to Easton Johnson. Turned 16 today. Watch out on the roads up in Grannis.
A new terror.
Yeah, new terror. Easton
The
Johnson.
vehicular menace.
That's right. He's going to be driving. Happy birthday from Grandma Charlotte and Uncle Sean.
Nice.
All right. Hey, another huge happy birthday shout out. This one also early for Winona Frady, who turns 46 tomorrow. Huge happy birthday shout out from Mom and Dad, and of course all of us here too.
Nice. I got a big one to Winona Frady as well for tomorrow from Aunt Jen. You want to read that one?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Man,
Yeah.
I
Let me
got a
get
lot
this
of
one
birthday
quick.
presents to buy.
Yeah, that's right. Let me get this one quick because we have a huge happy birthday going on tomorrow. Guess who's turning 14? Gavin Carver. Gavin Carver has a big happy birthday going to him tomorrow. 14. You want to guess who's that from, Greg?
Aunt Jen.
No.
Oh, I guess. Well, she calls in so many.
Yeah,
episodes.
she does.
That's a high.
No,
I'm going with the percentages.
You'll be right one day.
Yeah.
No, this happy birthday is from Mom, Dad,
Oh, man. I would.
Do
That's
I even
shameful.
do I even just do it now?
Harikiri.
Okay. Do I even read this now?
Oh yeah.
Or now I'll just do it like it's from Mom, Dad, Evan, Rustin, Benton, Brandon, Adelie, Layton, Landon, Pace, Hunter, Hadley, Katrina, Braden, Reagan, Nana, and Papa. Happy birthday, Gavin Carver. Whoa, look at all these coming in.
Hey, a big happy birthday shout out to a longtime buddy of mine down in Texarkana now, Ricky Ray. It is his birthday today. He also is getting not just a birthday shout out from me, but from some family members too.
Nice.
They say, Ricky, we love you. That's your father and mother-in-law.
Nice.
So wonderful.
Ricky Ray.
And happy anniversary to Brent and Ellen Pinkerton of Nashville.
Yeah.
Their anniversary's today.
Very cool.
Friday night date night.
Friday night date night. Maybe you'll win that cake from Pruitt's.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Those are all ready to
Okay.
go in the pile.
Okay.
I got another one here. Happy birthday to Winona Frady from Aunt Bonnie and Olivia. Happy birthday, Winona. Lots of love coming through there.
Happy birthday from Aunt Bonnie.
On some famous birthdays, wow, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wow.
Is his birthday today? He literally was number 1, and they just switched him to number 2.
I saw
For
that.
who?
Yeah, Rich Boy Troy, who's 15 today.
Rich Boy Troy. I don't care if you have 4 billion followers, half the world. You'll never do as much as Leo has done.
This is, they flipped in real time.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
Why? Come on, it's Leo, man. Do you like him?
Yeah, he's good.
Dude, Leonardo
Yeah.
DiCaprio is ridiculously good.
He's one, I'll say, he is such a good actor that when you watch a film, you either hate him,
Yeah.
or you really like him,
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
He draws an emotion out of you. You know,
Yeah.
like Django.
Yeah.
His role in that. I mean, I know it wasn't the biggest one, but I mean, you absolutely just like
Despise
I
the
wouldn't
guy.
want to have met Leonardo on the street after watching that movie.
No. And the way that movie was like, I'm sure if you watched the trailers a lot and this and that, but I didn't watch the trailers for it. I just watched it. And it's like halfway through, all of a sudden, Leonardo DiCaprio is in it. You know, I was like, oh man, he was so good in so many movies. The only thing that ruins him for me a little bit is he can't just be a guy in a movie anymore. It's like, it's Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's right.
You know, it's tough to separate him
Yeah.
from all that. Anyway,
I got another happy birthday.
let's get it.
Happy birthday to Christine Maurer.
What?
She's in Broken Bow.
What?
And her birthday's today. Happy birthday from, as you would say, Aunt Carolyn.
Yeah.
And the
Aunt
Mowers are all
Carolyn.
over the place.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
all
they are.
over the place. They're all also, and Jen's going to love this one. Happy birthday to Stanley Tucci.
Hey, is it really his birthday?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to go down to number 25
Of
because you got to
course.
get through all the TikTok and
Yeah.
Instagram stars.
Happy
to see
birthday,
Stanley Tucci's.
Tucci. Did you see Patrick Starr?
Yeah,
Interesting.
I don't know what that is.
What that is?
Something from my nightmares.
I think so. Oh, Demi Moore is 59.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah,
Still looks like she's like 22.
of course.
Man. What's this dude, Oaks Fegley?
Dude, you don't know Oaks Fegley?
Number 23. He doesn't even. What's he doing there?
He spits. That's what he does.
Does he?
Yeah, he's a big TikTok spitter.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, Oaks Fegley. It says he's a movie actor, but I don't know about all that.
Yeah. So am I. If he is, I'm going to be one too. I guess you can just say whatever you want to.
Yeah.
I'm a star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, Rich Boy Troy though. Come on.
Yeah, took Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, who? Rich Boy Troy? Come on.
Yeah, he began his
are you?
rap career at the age of 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that picture of him, it looks like, again, it should be on the back of a milk carton.
For sure. Or it's like,
Have you seen
you
this?
seen this man at the post office?
Yeah.
Armed and dangerous.
Yeah, FBI's most wanted.
Yeah. What do you rap about at 12? My
I like
crayon.
candy, bubblegum, and taffy.
Yeah.
Sorry, this
So
is
my
just
mom
what I can come
stop
up with.
coming up at me.
Hey,
Oh,
today
man.
in history, the war to end all wars ended. I wonder if they ever, you know,
They
one
didn't
of those
think
things
that
are
one
like,
out.
let's go, can we go back and change the name of that one?
Yeah. The war to end all wars. It wasn't even
Not even close.
not even close. Yeah. What do you rap about at 12, Greg?
What do I rap?
Yeah.
When I was 12?
Yeah.
I
My
have
mom
no
made me
idea.
clean my room yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. That's every day. I don't know. What would you rap about at 12 years old? I guess candy's probably
homework.
Good.
Do you remember when you would break a crayon? And the paper would rip, and then you wouldn't know the exact name of that color anymore.
Oh, yeah.
It was a nightmare, dude. Yeah.
I know.
My banana is bruised for lunch. What are you rapping about at 12?
I don't know. Maybe that should be homework for Monday.
Yeah.
We'll come in with our 12-year-old rap.
Yeah, that's a new prep. There we go. 12-year-old raps. All right. I've got a big happy birthday going out to Nathan Ceballos of Kdqn, turning 6 on Saturday. Happy birthday from Mom, Dad, and your sisters. Happy birthday, Nathan Ceballos. Man, I love that last name. I got to be honest with you. All right. Is that it? I think we might have one more Russian in. No. All right. Oh, that's
we have one more Russian coming in?
We have one more Russian. No.
Not a Russian.
Okay.
No.
Very special guest, though.
Yes, very special guest on the line. So we should do our birthday club drawing. And
Who's drawing today?
I think I will, actually. I haven't drawn in a while. Or
I can't even spread them out. There's so many, so
there's
just
a lot.
dig.
I'm digging. I'm going to go here on this one. Brenda Presson.
All right.
Winning her birthday lunch from TJ's.
Yeah, does
her
she have to
birthday
take
was
Jim
yesterday.
with her?
No.
All right.
No. And you can thank Ty and Tate Collier for that. Happy birthday, Brenda Presson, and congratulations.
Jim did give her a birthday shout.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. All right, and anniversary goes to Judy and Bill Weeks.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah, their anniversary was yesterday, 49 years. Now you get an anniversary cake from Pruitt's. You kids, well done.
All right.
All right.
Excellent.
That has been the Birthday Club. It's been brought to you by Dr.
Dr.
Frank
Frank
Teed.
Teed.
We have a very, very special guest on the line coming up next. We'll be right back.
And by Moyer Equipment Sales and Rentals in Kdqn and Idabel, your Kubota dealer.
All right, we're back. You might be hearing that news. It seems a little early for that, but we have a very special news segment today. Patrick.
That's right. Each week we have a chance to speak to Arkansas's 4th U.S. Representative, Congressman Bruce Westerman. Great to have you with us this morning.
Well, Patrick, it's great to be with you. It's great to be here in Arkansas on the eve of what I would almost call a state holiday, the opening morning of deer season.
That's
getting a little rain, which is going to probably make it nice for the hunters and not so nice for the deer. I think it's supposed to be cool and crisp in the morning, kind of one of those dream kind of opening deer hunting days.
You're absolutely right. It's going to be a perfect opening start to Modern Gun because this season it has just been so hot. Everybody you talk to it's just brutal out there in the woods. But tomorrow the weather is finally going to cooperate with deer season in Arkansas. So you got any plans to go out in the woods yourself, Congressman?
I hope to be out there bright and early. I don't know how much blood I'll have in my eye, but I'll be locked and loaded in case the the big one comes by.
Excellent. Well, Congressman, let's start off maybe talking a little bit about the midterm elections. And first off, hey, congratulations on your reelection Tuesday.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the voters in the 4th District that gave me their vote of confidence to go back and work on issues that I'm passionate about. I know that are important to Arkansas and our country. So I'm humbled to get to serve another term and really appreciate all the great support from all across the district.
Well, I'll just say here on behalf of the radio station, we're glad to see you with another term. You've done a great job. Congratulations. I'll just say personally, never had a doubt in my mind. But nonetheless, it was a very interesting election. Obviously, a lot was at stake across the nation this election. We have talked about that before. But, to be honest, the results are not quite yet what I was expecting. Control of both chambers still a bit in the air, though Republicans definitely closing in on a majority in the House. Now, saw a big upset in the Ohio Senate race where J.D. Vance won the election against Tim Ryan. The Georgia Senate race now off to a December runoff election. Congressman, any takeaways or thoughts you want to share about this year's midterms?
There's a lot. The first thing was, and this is a fact not many people know, the first race that was called was in Guam for a delegate, which that's important to me because the Natural Resources Committee has jurisdiction over the territories. And so we had unexpectedly, a Republican flipped one of those delegate seats in Guam. And then, that was hours before the polls closed in anywhere on the East Coast. And we saw a huge race in Florida with Governor DeSantis just dominating down there, and Marco Rubio, and we flipped 4 House seats in Florida, and it looked like it was getting ready to be a huge night for Republicans. And then we got to Pennsylvania, and it started turning the other way. But we still don't have all the votes counted. I can't figure out how a big state like Florida can have everything counted, wrapped up, and complete on the night of the election. And in California, you look at some of the races, and there's 40% of the votes have been counted. It just makes no sense whatsoever.
Absolutely. Of course, they had that hurricane barreling down on Florida. Maybe that put a little pep in their step. And
yeah. Well, in 2000, after the hanging chads and all that,
Sure.
Florida, the state legislature went back and really beefed up their election laws, their system, and they could put on a seminar for the rest of the country. And I'll say Arkansas does a great job as well as several countries who know how to carry out an election and get the votes counted. But that's still a responsibility of each individual state, and I've got confidence they'll eventually get them counted and we'll know the results. But it does look like we're going to end up with a majority in the House, not as big as we had hoped for, but there's not a gradient to victory in the House. You're either in the majority or you're in the minority. And even if it's just a one vote majority, that means you select the speaker, you have all the committee chairmen, you control the agenda, and you have the ability to have oversight over the administration. So, I was hopeful to have a larger majority, and I think we still may end up in the low 220s, and it takes 218 to have a majority. So it'll be a new day in town in D.C. when we get back up there in January. Of course, we got stuff we've got to deal with between now and the 1st of January, and those infamous lame duck sessions where the outgoing speaker will be trying to push a lot of bad stuff through while she's still got the votes to do it.
Sure. And we talked a couple of weeks ago. There is the time for oversight in America has never been more critical than it is right now. And maybe we can launch, we're going that tack for just a second. I'd like to get your thoughts here, Congressman, especially since you're the ranking member of the House Committee on Natural Resources, what you thought about President Biden's comment last week that coal plants were, quote unquote, too expensive to operate and that they would be shut down and replaced with wind and solar resources. The White House seemed to quickly try to walk back those statements. Congressman, just another Biden gaffe, or are the blinders on Biden just so solid that he is just truly unable to see what's going on here?
Well, it really shows a lack of understanding, or somebody's giving them bad information. But the only reason coal plants would be too expensive to operate is because of costly regulatory burdens put out by the government. The only reason wind and solar could operate with less cost or equal cost to a coal power plant is with government subsidies propping them up. If you look around the world, we're developing countries, and especially in China, what they're building are coal plants. And they're building coal plants because they're reliable, and it's affordable, and that's what happens when you take the government subsidies away from it and take the over-regulation away from it. Now, are there cleaner forms of energy than coal? Yeah, natural gas is cleaner than coal, but does that mean we can do away with coal? No. And it's very dishonest to say that it's too expensive to operate a coal plant and the market's going to shut them down. The only market that's going to shut a coal plant down is one that's created by bureaucrats in Washington, D.C.
Sure, and government subsidies, as you mentioned, Well, Congressman, we just have a couple minutes left here, and I'd be remiss if we did not mention that, of course, recording this on Friday. Today, the nation is celebrating Veterans Day. Now, earlier this year, you had a chance to attend a Congressional Gold Medal Award ceremony for an Arkansas World War II veteran. It'd be great to hear just a little more about that and the amazing veteran himself who was honored. And any other thoughts on why and how we celebrate Veterans Day?
Yeah, we celebrate Veterans Day because we have the freedom to celebrate it, and that freedom comes from the sacrifices made by a lot of people. And we've got, especially at this time, we really need to lift up our veterans. We're seeing a decrease in people signing up for the military. We're seeing, I know in my office, we had fewer students apply to go to the military academies this year than we've ever had, and that's true for other offices in the state as well. So a lot of things have happened in the past couple of years that I think have been discouraging to veterans and to people joining the military. But this is a day when we set aside to recognize them. And you were talking about the ceremony that we had. It was the first time that a merchant marine had ever received a Congressional Gold Medal, and these were World War II veterans that they're in the latter years of their life, obviously, but it was such a humbling experience to be there in the Capitol and to get to be there and celebrate Mr. Ross's Congressional Gold Medal.
Wow, you said that was the first. Go ahead, Congressman. Sorry.
Yeah, he joined the Merchant Marines at the age of 14, and let that sink in.
Yeah.
And the Merchant Marines had the highest death rate. I think it was 1 in 26 were killed in action. He lives down in El Dorado, and I found out while visiting with him that his brother was a general in World War II and was buried in Arlington Cemetery. So part of his trip to D.C., he wanted to go by and see his, pay respect to his brother at his gravesite while he was there. So it's, it's things like that that just really make you stop and think what a great country we live in, and think about the sacrifices that people have made, and it's a really humbling experience, and I hope everybody takes time today to thank the veteran.
Well, hey, amazing story right there. And, yeah, a couple of things to sink in there. The fact 14 years old to get into a element of the military that was just so dangerous, and then the fact that this was the first merchant marine honored during a Congressional Gold Medal ceremony. So that must have been a very fantastic thing to be a part of. Congressman, I'm afraid we should probably let you go there. I know it's kind of whirlwind tour of topics today. Each one of these probably deserved its own interview with you. So maybe we'll try to focus in on some of this other stuff next week, because there is a lot going on. But Congressman, can't thank you enough for always taking some of your valuable time, keeping us updated on what all's going on in the political scene.
Well, Patrick, I appreciate the opportunity to visit, and we do have a lot to talk about. But, I've got to put in one last go Hogs. We've got to beat those LSU Tigers tomorrow.
Yes, we
And,
do.
wish everybody safety and success in the Deer Woods. You'll have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you so much, Congressman. Have a great weekend.
Your number one country, 92.1, is KDQN, DeQueen, Ashdown, Texarkana.
Agriculture is more than a business. It's a way of life. My bank understands agriculture. They're local. They're here for the long haul. Agriculture is a business that varies like the weather. That's why I need a financial partner I can grow with, in good times and bad, whether or not.
Horatio State Bank. Strong, independent, and local. Member FDIC.
Get a great deal on the versatile, powerful Kubota M-Series tractors. Everything you need to mow, rake, bale, lift, and more. You can write it off the lot and write it off your taxes. Right now, get 0 down and 0% APR for 48 months, plus customer instant rebate savings. Now through December 31st. Subject to credit approval. Consult your tax advisor. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full details.
Visit Moyer Equipment Sales and Rentals in Idabel or DeQueen today.
Local news this hour has been presented by Moyer Equipment Sales and Rentals in DeQueen and Idabel, your Kubota dealer, and by Horatio State Bank. As a full-service bank, we'd love for you to join our family and let us help you meet your financial needs. For local news when you want it, 24 hours a day, go to our website at kdqn.net. Need a little help purchasing a new ride? Stop in for a visit at your local Red River Credit Union branch and discover our great rates for car loans. We offer great loan terms on cars and trucks as well as boats, jet skis, ATVs, and motorcycles. Get approved quickly with RRCU and enjoy the convenience of multiple payment options. Come by your local branch and speak to one of our friendly clerks to learn more, or visit rrcu.com and apply online anytime. Rates and terms subject to approval. RRCU, federally insured by NCUA.
Jordan Hillis and staff at Hillis Family Dentistry at 96 Webster Drive in Ashdown offer you the highest quality dental work. They pride themselves on being an affordable family dental clinic while providing the latest dental technology. You'll find personalized quality care. From prevention, crowns and bridges, early dental care, teeth whitening, and more, their skilled team can handle all your dental needs from childhood through adulthood. For more information about their services and to schedule an appointment, call them today, 870-898-8888.
We can sum up McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich in one word. Crispy. But also juicy and tender. Okay, it's crispy, juicy, tender. All one word. But then, also pickle. Oh, and potato bun, which is 2 words. Okay, we can't sum up our new crispy chicken sandwich in one word, so you'll just have to try it to understand it. Order ahead on the McDonald's app at participating McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Looking for a bank that cares about you and your community? First State Bank is your community bank. We're involved in our community because that's important to us. That's what local businesses do, and we're a local business too. Visit us to see how you can join the First State Bank family today. You'll even get a free gift if you join, because that's local banking done right. Terms and conditions apply. First State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The 116th State Fair of Louisiana is going on now, and this is the final week. Come enjoy plenty of great food, exciting rides, free shows, and live music on the Arnold and Aitken stage. This Sunday is Veterans and Military Appreciation Day. It's free admission for all veterans, active military, and their families with a parade starting at 2 p.m. Visit us on Facebook and search us on the web. This is the final week of the State Fair of Louisiana going on now through Sunday at the Louisiana State Fairgrounds in Shreveport.
All right, we are back live. KDQN 921 saying goodbye to Greg Rebels. Goodbye, Greg.
Yeah, he's got a busy day ahead of him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recliner calling his name, I'm sure.
Yeah. He's got to go sweep his lawn.
In the rain?
In the rain, yeah.
Okay.
That's right. He's
That's
out there with a
dedication.
broom.
Yeah.
All right. Well, We've got plenty more to talk about this hour, but I think we are waiting on a possible potential special guest coming on here.
Yes.
Oh, we are?
Yes. There
Oh.
might be an outsider of the area coming on to tell us their take on Kdqn and everything. So
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
Well, we've had this on the. Well, go ahead.
It must be nice to see green, huh?
Yeah.
If this
Nice.
particular guess is where I think they're from.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't get to
Yes.
see that too much.
Yeah.
I guess a cactus is green.
Heck yeah.
And it's
Can be.
raining.
It
Whoa,
is.
yeah. Did you explain to them what that is? There's
Yeah.
sometimes this wet stuff falls from the sky.
It was a little scary.
Actually,
Yeah.
they were saying this year it's been a pretty crazy monsoon season out in Arizona.
There you
so
go.
It's been raining a bit.
On that valley.
Yeah. So they probably have more rain than us.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it was nice. We got enough that my lawn actually turned green again.
Yeah.
Just in
Alright.
time for like this weekend where
Yeah.
the grass ain't gonna grow no
No,
more.
no,
after
no.
that.
Yeah.
I think I can still slip in after this rain, get some sunshine. I'm gonna slip in one more mow. Well, I got a tank full of gasoline in my mower too. I need to run that out. Last year, I stupidly, I did all the prep work. I got all the gas and stuff out of my weed eaters and this and that, and then got my lawnmower all prepped to just be put away in the shop. But I forgot that it had gas in it, so I had to siphon it all out. At the beginning of the season, I'm not doing that mistake again. Still can't get the taste of gas out of my mouth. Yeah,
I bet not. Oh man. Yeah, one more mow in.
One more mow.
Yeah, I'm
Like a
thinking I'm due
ceremonial.
for one. Yeah.
You think you're due
I
for
think
one?
so.
Yeah.
I noticed though my backyard looks like the grass has died. I don't know.
It
It
ain't-
hasn't come back.
It ain't dead. It's
Nah.
just a little dormant. I think a lot of grass, just like the roots and stuff, the under the dirt stuff, still alive. Yeah, it's been a tough year for it.
Yeah.
Not exciting enough
No,
for you there, fella?
I was very excited. I was trying to tie it in to be like, it's not dead, and I'm be like, how do you know that? Like, where were you on the
day the grass died?
that the grass died?
Yeah.
You know,
I remember. It was a
Yeah.
rough year.
One thing that
I got
you
like 3 mows in this year.
Yeah.
Last
yeah.
year, that's all I did.
Yeah, it
was
was
mow.
mow.
Yeah. My buddy be like, "What are you doing Friday night?" Mowing.
Mowing.
Yeah. Come
Yeah.
on. What are you What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah, I'm busy.
You put your Disney Plus up on your phone while you mow?
Yeah.
No,
No,
no. That's when I'm mowing. That's like my best meditation. Like I think about all kinds of things. It's great. Yeah,
Life and death and
absolutely.
Yeah.
Philosophy,
everything in between. I got you.
Yes.
Airbnb. This is one thing that you guys enlightened me to yesterday that I was not privy to. So the Airbnb CEO is asking the Airbnb hosts to keep the checkout tasks to be more reasonable.
Yeah.
And I think you guys might have some examples of some chore lists from
do.
guests. So I guess at the end of your stay, you're meant to do like a bunch of different things, you know, like
Cleaning. Lots of
Cleaning, yeah.
cleaning. And they say like under 50% of Airbnb hosts will make you do that kind of stuff. And the
Yeah.
ones that do just get a little crazy. I do have one example here. Here's some of the items that are completed during deep cleaning and take up a significant amount of time. So the more of these you, the more of these you do yourselves before you turn over the apartment, the less would be potentially charged to your security deposit for excessive cleaning. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, a lot of these Airbnb hosts kind of seem to, they want you to take better care of the house than they would themselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I was reading one story about a guy who got a $375 cleaning charge for not arranging the pillows correctly on the bed afterwards and for some hair in a shower.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like renting a house. All right. You know, people are like, oh, you know, I want my deposit back at the end. And obviously, yeah, you got to take care of it. But some of the rent in that transaction, maybe it's an unspoken transaction, but when you rent a home to somebody, some of the rent money that you collect is for the wear and tear of the house, right?
Absolutely.
It's not just the service of providing a roof for somebody, but it's
Right.
also, you got to understand, a house that's going to get lived in is going to get a little tore up at times, you know?
Absolutely.
So Airbnb, they can expect maybe a hair in the shower and
Yeah.
not charge it.
This is crazy. This is next on the list is wash and bleach if applicable. All the bigger bulky linens, towels, and items you've used during your stay, including such bedding as pillows, mattress pads, blankets, and bedspreads / quilts, floor rugs, etc. The regular laundry, towels, and linens, please take off the beds and put in a pile on one of the beds for a cleaner to wash. wipe down outside and inside of kitchen and bath cabinets and dresser drawers for any spills.
Cabinets.
Clean dishes, pots, pans, especially on the bottoms and outsides.
I mean, I can understand washing the towels you use and the dishes you use.
Yeah.
Is there anything crazy on there?
Well, I'd say almost some of the towels, like in linen, like the blankets and pillows and stuff. Come on, hire if you're going to have an Airbnb.
They do. Most of them hire cleaners.
You hire cleaners to come in, and that's what a little bit of the charge for the room is for the cleaning services. Or if you just have like one Airbnb, then you go do it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
that's
not meant to wash all the stuff at a hotel.
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly.
Yeah. And I know that there's a big difference between the two, but at the end of the day, there's no difference whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right. It's a hotel.
Yeah.
And that's why when I see some of this, like a $90 a night apartment, you get a $150 cleaning fee on top of that. So you're like, oh, I'm about to, hey, $90 for a night, not too bad. And then blam, you get your bill. Now it's $240.
I had a cup of water.
Yeah.
Like, that's what is.
I know we stayed at one Airbnb once where we had to strip everything off every single bed and wash. And that takes up the whole morning. Like you want to be relaxing, like on your last day there. And instead, you got to check out kind of like 9 a.m. and you're having to clean the whole house, even though there's a cleaner coming in as soon as you check out.
Right. Like, and they're getting charged for that anyway, so you might as well just, have them do it. You know, I don't know.
It's strange. It's so unregulated. And of course hotels can get away with it. They do it by, it's more quantity versus quality. Obviously the hotel's not going to ask you to go clean all this stuff up because they got 100 rooms in the building. They got a cleaning service. They can do it more efficiently than you could.
Yeah.
If you stayed at a hotel and you had to wash all the blankets and stuff afterwards, that'd be ridiculous.
Yeah,
every room would have to have a washer dryer in it at that point. But
Mm-hmm.
some of the requests, these are ones I was reading last night. And I don't know if these are like legit or not, but one guy said that when in the rules for his Airbnb, it said that the owners were vegetarians or vegans, and said they did not allow any meat products inside their house.
I believe that.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, what are
Yeah.
you afraid like a little bit of hamburger meat's gonna splash around and get inside your tofu, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be like, what? Meat?
Yeah.
Are they addicted to it or something afterwards? I didn't get it. I didn't get it at all.
Yeah.
There was one where they said no eating Chinese or Indian food in the house because it will stink up the whole place.
I like
Absolute insanity.
Oh,
And you're
man.
right, it is unregulated. They leave it up to the host to dictate, the rules of the house and all the chore lists and stuff. So they
Right.
can do whatever they want.
This one's like a binder.
Yep, I've had
It
the
is a
binders.
binder. I can't read it. It's just I'm just trying to look at what the list is.
Yeah.
And I'm just bombarded with ads and like Daily Mail stuff, and I'm just want to.
Yeah, it's a lot of the Airbnbs I've stayed at. It's a lot like that. It's just a
Yeah.
handwritten note, that changes every time or whatever. I've got one here pulled up where the Airbnb guest got to the house and it was full of dogs, and they called the host and they were like, hey, there's some animals in here, and they're like, oh yeah, did you not read the clause? While you're here, I need you to take care of my pets as well.
Oh my gosh.
Is that right?
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous.
Insane.
Yeah, well, I can't find any of the crazy ones.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like,
Yeah.
take care of my dogs. Like now, I'm a dog sitter as well.
Yeah.
as well as your house cleaner and
I would
everything.
be terrified. Like, of my, we got a dog at the house. She's a great part of the family. I'd be like, just let some rando stay at my house for the weekend and
Yeah.
expect to take care of her. Now I'd probably lock her up in the bathroom the whole
Yeah.
time. Oh yeah, I forgot to give her food.
Oh
and
my
how much and
Yeah.
what? I
I
mean,
mean,
that's
come
just
on.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I guess they're. I don't know how you enforce this. It's like the Airbnb CEO asking, "Would you
Yes.
please?" These people are already unreasonable. It's not like they're about to, just already have a bunch of reason and be like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, I guess what I'm asking for is a little bit out of the ordinary."
It would be a tough thing to regulate because Airbnb can be as simple as your spare bedroom. Like, you still live there,
Yeah.
but hey, I have a spare bedroom. You're welcome to stay there. Hey, you're gonna have to fight for the bathroom, just like I do. I mean,
Yeah.
stuff like that. It would be hard for Airbnb to come in and be like, here's exactly what you can and cannot ask a guest technically they're like a temporary roommate for the weekend.
Yeah.
Like, so are there Airbnbs where the host lives there as
Yeah.
well, and then it's
Yeah.
like, you're trying to think of some romantic getaway with your wife or something like that. You show up and he's like, oh, hey, just in pajamas with, watching cartoons or something. Like
heavy metal music at night and
I'm
stuff.
having a party tonight. I don't know if that's going to be, interrupting your guys' time. Or...
We stayed at one in Hot Springs that was real nice, and the guy it was a 2-story house, and he had the entire first floor. So you kind of had to he was always there on a computer. So you kind of have to walk by him to get upstairs.
Yeah.
If you you a 30-pack in each hand or something.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah. And they're watching you through their cameras.
Yes,
the whole time.
I'm pretty sure they have to disclose that. But I stayed at an Airbnb once, and they gave us a guest house. It didn't really say that in the listing, I feel like, and they stayed in the main house, and it was just 5 feet apart, and they had a pool there, and it was just awkward because the whole time I just pictured them peeking through the blinds.
Sure. What are they doing?
What are they doing?
Yeah. I would do that if I was a host. I would do cameras all over the place.
I'll tell you, one of the most awkward Airbnb experiences I ever had, it was nothing to do with the host. The host had very reasonable, just, hey, leave it like you found it. We did have to do laundry and stuff, but it was a group of 10 of us who rented. It was a big old place. This is a different place in Hot Springs, and we rented this, it was like a Craftsman style home, real big, and let's say it was 10 of us, and we all had talked Saturday night, Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, we're getting up, we're going to clean this place and get out because we had to get out by 11. Well, 2 of the folks who stayed with us, the ones who actually rented it, whose name was on the it was their credit card they used, they did not wake up until 10:59. We were pounding on their door, no answer or nothing. They literally did nothing to clean that house, and the rest of us at the end of it, we were just when they woke up, they're like, so you guys ready for breakfast? And we're like, nah.
We're going.
Yeah, y'all go find your own breakfast.
Yeah, that's right.
And don't you dare leave a footprint or a smear or a fingerprint anywhere because this house is all clean. And no thanks to you.
Oh, how bad would that be?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Well,
we might have the
some
special guest coming in, so we're going to take the briefest of breaks, and we will be right back.
Every moment counts. As soon as you test positive for COVID-19, talk to your doctor to see what treatment might be right for you. We now have a variety of options, from monoclonal antibodies to lessen symptom severity and prevent hospitalization, to oral antivirals to treat mild to moderate cases. But the treatments work best the sooner you begin. For more information, go to healthy.arkansas.gov. This message brought to you by the Arkansas Department of Health.
Since 1974, Baker's Towing and Recovery has been there when you need them. Baker's knows things happen. Tires go flat, engines break down, radiator hoses bust, and sometimes vehicles just break down for no apparent reason at all. Isn't it good to know that no matter what the situation, Baker's Towing and Recovery is just a phone call away and ready to help when you need it most? With locations in Kdqn, Ashdown, and Texarkana. If you're in need of roadside assistance 24/7, call Baker's Towing and Recovery at 870-584-3676.
As a family member of someone that needs medical assistance, you need a medical supply provider that cares about your loved ones as though they were part of their own family. Queen Medical Supply and Equipment does just that. They care about tailoring home safety essentials like rails, lift chairs, walkers, and wheelchairs, and they carry CPAP and BiPAP machines and a full line of mastectomy products and much more. And they care about helping you deal with the insurance company. Come in today to discover how they can help you. Queen Medical Supply and Equipment, 209 West Queen Avenue. Phone them at 642-4555.
All right, we are back with the Brew Crew, Kdqn 92.1. Go to Facebook Live if you want to enjoy that. We gave away a great prize earlier today, and we do have a very special in-studio guest, rather. We have Megan Jones, who is a Arizona person.
Yep, she is a person of Arizona.
She is a person of Arizona, of an Arizona address. And you're visiting Kdqn for the first time ever.
Ever. Yes.
And you've been to Arkansas before or no?
Yes.
You have been to Arkansas.
I went to Fayetteville.
You went to Fayetteville?
Well, I was a kid. So
Oh, okay. All
Now,
right.
correct me if I'm wrong. I said that's like the Flagstaff of Arkansas, right?
Yeah,
Like Fayetteville, it's a little more hip.
It's a college town.
Yeah,
yeah,
college town, that's what
So
I
you'll
meant.
find that type of thing there.
Yeah.
Like, more younger,
Mhm.
not like a rural area, essentially.
Right,
it's,
right.
it's for me, it's cities and country.
Yeah.
That's everywhere. You're going to find this type of community in Canada,
Yes,
even,
true,
you know,
true,
like,
true,
do you remember Morris?
Oh, I remember Morris, yeah.
Morris reminded me a lot of Kdqn, you know,
Yes.
like you'll find country everywhere if you
Yeah.
look hard enough, even up in Oregon, you
Yes.
know. You have Portland, which is the, you know, cool city with, you know, like
What are
lattes and whatnot.
Yes, yeah.
And then, yeah.
Crunchy people. That's what I meant to say. The crunchy.
Crunchy?
Crunchies. Yeah, that's how they describe like vegans and stuff like that. you know.
Crunchy?
Crunchy.
Oh. Compared
Like
to country?
like a nature granola bar. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Clearly. Well, what do you think so far? I mean, so far, so you got in here Wednesday night.
Very late Wednesday night.
Very late Wednesday night into Dallas, and then you drove up here. You literally
She drove, yeah.
I
through
drove.
Paris. Or
It was
Paris.
awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome, yeah. So what'd you guys end up doing yesterday?
We went to Mountain Fork Park.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it's called.
Something like that.
Yeah. And then we went to Broken Bow in Ho Chi Town. We went and saw the lake too. And we went
Yeah.
rock hunting a little bit.
Rock hunting at the
Mhm.
lake. Did you went near where we usually swim and
Yes.
stuff down that dip?
Yep, right in
Yeah.
the dip is where we parked.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So, any takeaways? You like the area? Did you tour through Kdqn as well?
Yes.
Just a little bit. We
Okay.
still have one more tour to do though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
best tour.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for anybody watching or listening, she's my sister-in-law.
Right.
And I've known her longer than my husband too, who's sitting next to me. Just had to get that out there.
We do have an alderman watching as well who's very interested in what visitors have to say about Kdqn. Third person comment, Alderman Pruitt is very interested. Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. So what you got to say?
I love it. It's so cute.
Yeah.
And pretty.
Uh-huh.
I love the tight knit feeling of it.
Right.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not like that in Arizona.
No,
Yeah.
you'll find a sense of community here.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you live here long enough, you're always going to see people you know.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to be seeing people that you don't like.
Yeah, that does happen.
That does happen.
Yeah.
And then, like, recently we've had quite a few large stories for this area whip up and stir up the whole community into into action
Yeah.
and whatnot, and it's something you don't see, you know, and you live in a bigger area. That kind of stuff happens a lot, you know, and a lot of it just goes by the wayside. You just see it like, oh yeah, okay, that happened, you know, across town. That's not even
Exactly.
gonna affect
Yeah.
me, you know. When everybody around here, if something like that happens, you gotta keep your head on a swivel a little
huge sense of community here, and we care for other smaller places around here too. You know,
Mhm.
like when the tornadoes hit Idabel, you've seen a lot of people here in the past few days getting things together, going out and volunteering
Yep.
and whatnot. We take care of our own.
That's right. The amount of people that donated stuff here for Kdqn to take on over there was incredible.
Yeah.
So, Kyle's sitting here as well. That's Jen's husband. Just went through his first tornado. And I knew exactly. I didn't even have to ask. I texted Jen. I was like, he's standing outside, isn't he?
Yes, of course he was. Yeah.
Because apparently it's like that. If a tornado if you were standing outside thinking that like, oh, I'll just be able to run inside quick and get, no. It sounds all of a sudden, it sounds like a freight train. Bop! Like that. You're deaf. You can't hear anything. And then, yeah, it's scary, man. Well, all right. He says he's fast. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So,
go ahead.
I was going to say today is kind of like our last day to really get out and do stuff. So if anybody has any suggestions, because we have Friendsgiving tomorrow, which obviously we're really looking forward to.
Right.
And then they leave Sunday, so we got to find something really cool to do today.
Well, being in Kdqn is cool enough.
It
all
is,
right?
yes.
Yeah, no. I guess your big takeaway, just small community, but real tight knit, like you said. But Alderman Pruitt says open. It's very open to everybody. I definitely agree with that. You know, this is you'd be surprised how many people have been through Kdqn or heard of it. You know, for a small town, I've met a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, I've been through Kdqn. I've been through there. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well. Anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to talk about?
No.
No.
She's a really great photographer, by the way, and she's been taking some photos already.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see those.
Maybe we can see some great Kdqn photos, put them on our Facebook from an outsider.
Hey, that would be cool.
Right.
Yeah.
He says, go see Ronnie Davis and get permission to see the Marby statue. I don't know anything about that.
I don't either.
Why don't you message us, Rick, and
Yeah,
let us
please
know
do.
exactly what that's all about. You saw the courthouse? Did you see the courthouse?
We drove around it.
Right.
Yeah. I was
Yeah, I don't
hoping
mean
to
you
do
have
a
to go
tour,
in.
but I'm pretty sure they're closed today.
Yeah.
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 The old haunted jail tour.
Right,
Ooh.
right, yeah. If you had more time here, we'd be able to show you quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah.
But, we just got to focus on the big stuff. So show you Arkansas by taking you through Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah. Whoops.
That's right.
That's all right.
All right.
This is only their second day here, so.
Right.
Yeah, we'll get some stuff done.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Take you through the local food spots, and definitely got to take Kdqn Lake Road. That's my
Yes.
favorite thing to do.
Yeah, we'll do that today for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Megan, thank you for coming on to the radio. Thank you for gracing our community with your presence and
I
nice
listen to
words.
you guys every day.
What?
That is
No, you
so
don't.
awesome. Yes, she does.
Why?
It's funny.
Well, we appreciate it, of course. Yeah, any more things, if you're listening right now, go to our Facebook page and throw in some suggestions on what you would do with somebody visiting Kdqn for the first time, or just the area. We can go anywhere. Costat River, we got to go check that out.
Yeah.
See the falls. It's beautiful up there. And most of the things around here is just going to be outdoorsy, just beautiful. It's
Which
the
is
natural
great.
state.
Yeah,
We call
it
the
is.
natural state. Got
Yeah.
to go up to Mena, take the Talihina way up in Oklahoma. Leaves are still kind of changing a little bit. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you have it, my friends. Well, thank you so much for coming on, and we're going to take a brief break, and we got your Shuck Me Super Trivia coming up next. We'll be back.
As the world we know continues to evolve, it's no secret that technological jobs are becoming more prevalent. The job that your child will have one day may not even exist yet. Umpire Schools prepares kids for jobs of the future with programs like esports. Electronic sports is accredited by the Arkansas Activities Association and allows children to compete through video games against other schools in a battle of wits, eye and hand coordination, and much more. Umpire Schools, preparing your kids for the jobs of tomorrow, today.
Agriculture is more than a business. It's a way of life. My bank understands agriculture. They're local. They're here for the long haul. Agriculture is a business that varies like the weather. That's why I need a financial partner I can grow with, in good times and bad, weather or not.
Horatio State Bank. Strong, independent, and local. Member FDIC.
Hey guys, Brandon McGill here with James Hodge Dodge in Broken Bow. There's never been a better time than now to get a new Ram truck. With just 2.9% APR on the all-new Ram 1500 Lone Star, you can afford a 5.7-liter Hemi with 395 horsepower and over 12,000 pounds of towing, with no payments for 90 days and over $4,000 in rebates. Now that's a sweet deal. Visit James Hodge Dodge on South Fork Drive in Broken Bow or online at jameshodgedodge.com.
DNS Carpets in Ashdown and Nashville are more than just a flooring specialty store. They're experts in sales and design and will help you find the perfect floor for how you live. DNS features and installs carpet, hardwood, laminate, vinyl, and tile. They even install custom showers and backsplashes. They take pride in selling a complete package of services, which includes the very important process of installing your floor in a quick and professional manner. Their large selection, quality, and value make them the best choice for flooring in our area. DNS Carpets, 1380 South Constitution Avenue in Ashdown and 807 Vine Street in Nashville.
Oh, we could get shut down for this one. That's the Superman.
For the
theme.
Superman?
Superman theme, darn right. Shout out Facebook Live. A few people still watching us, so we appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's time for Shuck Me Super Trivia. Shuck Me Beaver's Bend Restaurant in Hochatown. Give them a call today, 580-494-FISH. That's 580-494-FISH. Or go to www.shuckme.net. 642-2190. That's the number to call. I'm going to read you a question. Either Jen or Megan or Facebook Live can save your life. If they do, you're going to win yourself a dessert or appetizer of your choice from Shuck Me in Hochatown. So let's get right into it. Here is your question. There is enough of this in the ocean for each person on the planet to have 9 pounds of it. What is it? 642-2190, 642-3637, 898-3624. There is enough of this in the ocean for every person on the planet to have 9 pounds of it.
Okay.
And that would be a good day if you got 9 pounds of this.
Okay.
A very good day. Let's go to the phone line straight away. Oh, no line selected. I think we're doing a little trivia. We always get our line taken. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Good morning. You're live on Shuck Me Super Trivia.
Shrimp.
Shrimp is a great answer, but not correct. Can either of you save their lives? I'm going to give you a hint right now. It's no food. It's not a food item.
Diamonds.
Diamonds is actually a close answer for
Okay.
one reason.
No.
Nothing. You got nothing. Facebook Live says nothing either. Shrimp and diamonds are not
food.
close. It's not a food. It is a precious thing.
Okay.
It is a precious thing. It's worth a lot of money. And if you had 9 pounds of it, that would be a good day for you. There's enough of this in the ocean for each person on the planet to have 9 pounds of it. What is it? Going to the phone lines. Good morning. You're live on Shuck Me Super Trivia.
Gold.
Gold? That's correct.
Oh.
There is enough
Well,
gold
snap.
in the ocean for every single person to have 9 pounds of it on the planet. Who do we have on the phone?
This is Tanya Martinez.
Tanya Martinez, you win everything. Well, you just you just won yourself a breakfast, or what is it, appetizer or dessert of your choice from Shuck Me in Hochtown. You can pick that up anytime.
great.
Thank you so much, Tanya.
Thank you.
Thank you. Look at that. And Erica Evans on Facebook Live says gold as well. The only problem is it's so microscopic. It would be impossible to gather it.
Yeah.
And the amount of time it would take to mine it and gather it just would not even make sense. But there is a ton of gold, enough for every person. So what is that, 8 billion times 9, whatever that is? Kyle, our resident math hero. 72 trillion, something like that. Let's go to the phone lines. I don't know what this is. Good morning. You're live on the Morning Brew.
Is it coral?
It's not coral. It is actually gold. We had somebody win it just a second ago, but thank you for trying. Coral. No, of course. Thank you. No, coral is kind of cool. You know how you can buy that live rock for your aquariums, and then you never know what's going to come into it? I saw somebody online have like a octopus come out of their live rock.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
I was just thinking there's probably no pop-up mining towns at the bottom of Mariana's Trench.
No, probably not.
Darn it.
Yes. No, gold is the correct answer for every person. There is 9 pounds available to you. That'd be a good day to have 9 pounds of gold.
Well, how much is a pound worth?
I don't know. Probably not much. Not as much as I think it might be.
Yeah.
It'd be worth a lot. Yeah, it'd probably save some lives. 16
What?
ounces?
Gold is selling at approximately $22,000 per pound.
Oh, that's pretty good.
$22,000.
That is
so
pretty good.
That's a good chunk of money right there.
Yeah, it's not bad.
All right.
All right. Well, there you have it. Jennifer, I need your help because I didn't write any of this prep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and now you're sitting at an opposite place. Can you think of some Thanksgiving foods you shouldn't be feeding your pets
I
off
can.
the top of your head?
Yeah.
This is a PSA for everybody. It's Friday. We still have, another week and a half to get to...
Week and 6 days.
A week and 6 days to get to Thanksgiving. I
Yeah.
keep thinking it's next week. I don't know why.
I know.
Yeah. What are some Thanksgiving
Okay.
foods not to feed to your pets?
Number 1, onions.
Onions?
No onions to dogs. Those are toxic to them in large quantities.
Oh, no.
Possibly even small ones. No grapes or raisins. Potatoes. No raw potatoes.
No raw
obviously. So
potatoes.
if you're like cutting up your potatoes and potatoes fall on the floor, don't let your dog eat them.
What's going on with potatoes?
It's something about the starch or something like that. Just believe me, okay?
Okay.
The skin on turkey, it's really fatty, and that could upset your dog's stomach. So we do want to, if you're going to give them any
Who is
meat from the
this?
turkey, you want to give them either,
You from California or something?
No, I'm just saying, if you want to be careful about what you're giving your dog, stay away from the skin. Give them some of the white meat,
Right.
because the dark meat is also high in fat, and those things can just upset the stomach.
Just don't feed your dog under the table this Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Yeah. Unless it's like cranberries. Can they eat cranberry sauce?
I doubt it, but I maybe. Can you lower it?
Uh-oh. What is this? Save the skin for Patrick.
Yes, Patrick says save the skin for
You
him.
can just throw it at him. He barks at you like a seal, and you just toss it into his mouth like
Friendsgiving's going to be fun tomorrow.
Yeah. It's an interesting sight to watch him do that and debase himself.
Yes.
Yes.
What are some other things, though? I mean,
Here are some things you shouldn't feed me. Don't get cranberry sauce anywhere near me.
Gross.
Don't be, getting your sweet potatoes all up on my plate. All right, those are some things not to feed Tyler during Thanksgiving. I don't want your sweet potatoes. I don't want your marshmallows anywhere near me.
Do you like the sweet potatoes with marshmallows on top?
I've never had it.
You've never
had it. It's horrible. You're not missing
it's
anything.
really.
I don't think that's an Arizona thing.
No, it's really not that great.
An Arizona thing.
Patrick's like, he's so. I guess we have to make that tomorrow.
In Arizona, they roast In Arizona, they roast a buzzard. So they have roasted buzzard and sand.
Yeah.
That is that's the side. That's a very popular side.
What are
is a bowl
the
of sand.
cactus leaves?
Yeah, cactus leaves.
Prickly
and,
pear pie.
Yeah, prickly pear pie. Everything hurts you. And it's just unpleasant.
Yes.
No, I like Arizona a lot.
Oh,
Arizona's cool.
I was saying this last week. I was explaining that your mom on Thanksgiving has this whole smorgasbord of like veggies and dips and chips and stuff, and I think we're gonna have to do that tomorrow.
So good.
And deviled eggs.
Vox Post says he doesn't want dressing. Dressing is like
stuffing down here. Yeah.
I love stuffing,
I
but
do
it's got to have
too.
the eggs in it though.
I don't.
Oh,
turkey.
Kyle says no.
You don't
for the
like
eggs.
turkey?
No, I think I'm the oddball.
Yeah,
You don't
I'm
like
not
turkey?
a big fan.
Do you like ham?
I love ham.
So do you have ham at Thanksgiving?
My mom is required to make me a ham every Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Required.
PSA.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to get a ham.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but
I don't like turkey very much.
Right. I love turkey. I could eat. I think I could gross everybody out with the way I eat turkey.
You eat the bones.
I do eat the bones. Yeah,
Just kidding.
it keeps you. Keeps you good. Yeah. No, I crack it in half and suck the marrow out.
Yeah, you make a pie out of the giblets.
Yeah. Yep. I'll eat every single part of anything, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
You know what my favorite thing sometimes is on a turkey drumstick? That cartilage that you gotta rip it off, and then like you really need like a
You gotta crunch it.
industrial chewing mouth to get it.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good for you. The Tyler special, yeah. Kyle can't watch me eat sometimes. He gets really grossed out. One time I had a T-bone in front of him. And well, everybody did. It wasn't like I was just sitting there with a T-bone, but like the way I I get all the meat off of it, and then I get in there. I'm not going to leave any of that deliciousness behind. And I was like, starving caveman status. He was looking at me like he just watched me pluck a worm out of the ground and put it in my mouth. Like he was like, "Oh, you kidding me?" Yeah. Give me all the gristle. You gonna finish that gristle, boy?
The one thing that's really been bothering me this past week, though, is he loves burnt stuff. He if I ever burn toast or whatever, Tyler will always take it. But you told me this week or last week that you intentionally burn your popcorn, and I think that's one of the most disturbing things I've ever heard.
Really?
Because burnt popcorn is
delicious.
It's bitter and it's just
it saps the moisture out of it. That's for sure. There's not a single lick of if you burn popcorn, all the butter's gone, and it goes all to the bottom or something like that. I don't know what it is, but don't you love it when picking up like a piece of popcorn and the inside is all black, and you just eat that? Oh, it's so good. I love burnt. You like popcorn a little bit burnt.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I don't like burn it. I've seen it like completely blackened.
You'd eat it.
Well, yeah, but I don't do it like that. When Oh yeah, burnt chips. Yeah. When you get the by the way, Pruitt'sFood.com. We did their ad yesterday, but I will say that they are the only ones who carry the Always Save brand. I think it is.
Yep.
Get the OG potato chips.
Yeah.
Always Save.
Yeah.
Half of the bag is burnt.
Oh, love it.
Or not burnt, but brown.
Just a regular thin potato chips?
Just regular thin. It's the best. Way better than Lay's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh man.
They have the burnt Cheez-Its or like extra toasty or
yeah,
whatever.
I've
Those
seen
are delicious.
Yeah, those are all right.
Yeah.
Erica says burnt popcorn is just wrong. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Deviled eggs is my favorite part of a meal, I think. I think my mom just used to lie to me and say that you can only have a couple eggs before you get sick or something.
Yeah.
I've tested this theory.
Did your guys' mom tell you that growing up?
No.
Yeah.
I think it was just a lie because she knew how much She would be sad at how many deviled eggs I could eat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And to this day, I still think I'll get a tummy ache or something.
Of course.
Right?
I just power through that feeling.
Mhm.
I'll have 6 eggs. That's 12 deviled eggs.
The whole tray.
The whole tray.
The whole tray.
You better you better get yours while you can.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We got to take a brief break, and we got that one thing that everybody's been asking for me all week. All week. They're like, when are you doing this? We got your EAS test, all right? That's your Emergency Alert System test to make sure that our equipment is strong, all right? People have been like, when are you doing it, man? I've been waiting. I really want to hear those possible digital pulse tones.
Yeah.
We got it coming at you right now. We'll be right back.
When you're in need of dependable quality hauling services, contact the experts at Rolling B Rock Hauling and Excavation, serving the Arklatex with a wide variety of services, including transportation of select fill, sand, gravel, road base, riprap, and topsoil. Rolling B provides specialized services using state-of-the-art precision machinery and dirt work for laser grading, house pads, shop pads, driveways, parking lots, and ponds. Online, visit rollingbranch.com or check us out on Facebook at Rolling B Ranch, rock hauling, land clearing, and excavation.
You're listening to a public service announcement from the Arkansas Attorney General. Are you tired of people stealing taxpayer dollars through Medicaid fraud? Or do you know someone lying to get a Social Security check for services or medications they don't need? Help us stop public corruption and save taxpayer money. Let your Attorney General do the fighting for you. Call 800-482-8982 or visit arkansasag.gov.
Veterans Day is observed every year on November 11th. Veterans Day is observed to honor all veterans, both those living and those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. These folks hope you'll remember our veterans on Veterans Day. Rich Mountain Electric, State Senator Jimmy Hickey, George Rivas Garage and Wrecker Service, Curtis Body Shop, and Southwest Arkansas Electric Cooperative, REA, and your number one country 92.1.
Whatever you want to be, it helps to be well. An active, healthy lifestyle is key. We offer tips and support to quit smoking and address health conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure. It's never too late to make decisions to help you be healthier and to be the best version of you can be. Call 833-283-WELL. Be you, be well. This ad brought to you by your master tobacco settlement dollars at work.
Number one country 92.1, Kdqn Kdqn, Ashdown, Texarkana. Required to send a weekly test message using the Emergency Alert System encoder. For the next 10 seconds, you may hear digital pulse tones indicating an EAS test is in progress. Remember, this is only a test. Had this been an actual emergency, you would have been notified in regard to weather or emergency-related information immediately through the Emergency Alert System. Number one country 92.1 serves the Southwest Arkansas, Southeast Oklahoma, and Northeast Texas areas. This concludes this test of the Emergency Alert System.
All right, we appreciate the big man in the corner office for providing the test for us today. That's going to do it, my friends. We got to get into your day's reminders. That's news, obituaries, and weather. Big shout out to all of you on Facebook Live and everybody listening, and Megan Jones and Kyle Albert for coming into the studio today. We definitely appreciate it. It's Friday. We got to finish out this last week of shows here in just a couple minutes. Enjoy the day's reminders. Here's our news director.
Time now for your local lowdown. Horatio will host a Harvest Fest this Saturday, November 12th, with a ton of activities planned for the whole family. That includes local vendors, a 5K, live music, food trucks, a wrestling match, car show, and more. The event kicks off at 9 a.m. on Main Street in Horatio. The Horatio FFA is also presenting a Big Buck and Dough contest at the Harvest Fest. Entries must be received by 6 p.m. this Friday, November 11th at the Pit Stop in Horatio or on the Horatio FFA Facebook page. Entry fee is $20 for a buck, $10 for a dough. Weigh-in will be held at the Pit Stop between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on Saturday. First place will receive a trophy cup and 50% payback. Second place will receive 25% payback. Bucks will be scored by typical Boone and Crockett, doughs by weight. This Friday, the Cossatot River FFA officers will host a special Veterans Day event to recognize the contributions and sacrifices of the nation's servicemen and women. All area veterans are welcome to come by the Cossatot River High School Ag Building between 7:30 and 10 o'clock Friday morning for a free breakfast. This is the 9th year for the Cossatot River FFA chapter to host its Veterans Day breakfast. The Cossatot River School District will also host a night for parents and students to learn more about the district's Gifted and Talented, ESL, and Home Access Center programs. The Home Access Center is a program that allows parents to access their child's grades at any time. The informative meeting has been scheduled for Thursday, November 17th, beginning at 6 p.m. in the Cossatot River High School cafeteria. Parents will also be able to receive more info regarding upcoming events at Cossatot River and have any questions answered. The Cossatot River FFA chapter will also host a Thanksgiving event on November 17th during both lunch hours that day. The event will include food, drinks, and games. FFA members are invited to pay their dues during the event. And finally, with the holiday season here, the Sevier County Department of Services is again organizing its annual project to provide gifts to all area foster children in need. The agency is seeking the community's help in ensuring all foster children in Sevier County receive a gift this Christmas. Organizers are asking anyone interested to contact them to request a child or children to sponsor this Christmas. The Department of Human Services will provide volunteers with information specific to each child. For more information, contact the Sevier County Children and Family Services staff by calling 279-1731. Check out your number one country online at kdqn.net for more local news and upcoming events. I'm Patrick Massey.
Time now for obituaries brought to you by Wilkerson Funeral Homes.
Every life is unique. At Wilkerson Funeral Home, it's important to us to help every family appropriately celebrate the life of a lost loved one. Funerals should be meaningful, appropriate, and personal. We pay attention to the smallest of details to ensure that each service is unique, celebrates the individual's life, and honors the request of the family. Our family's greatest asset is your trust. Visit us online today at wilkersonfuneralhomes.com. Wilkerson Funeral Home, dependable, professional service since 1929.
Mr. Donald Gene Donnie Price, age 61, a resident of Kdqn, died Tuesday, November 8th at his home. He was born October 16, 1961 in Kdqn. He was a satellite technician and was a member of the Wicks Church of Christ. Donnie enjoyed hunting and fishing and loved his children and grandchildren. Mr. Price was preceded in death by his father, Tommy Cleveland Price, a nephew, Jason Morris, and a niece, Casey Price. He is survived by two sons and daughters-in-law, Brandon and Jean Price of Kdqn, and Trenton and Alyssa Price of Eagletown, a daughter, Megan Price of Eagletown, his mother and stepfather, Carolyn and Felton Vaught of Gillum, two brothers and sister-in-law, his twin Ronald and Chris Price and Josh Price, all of Gillum, two sisters and brothers-in-law, Tammy and Brad Morris of Kdqn, and Patricia and Jimmy Pollard of Gillum, five grandchildren, Aspen Price, Jacob Oladi, Cami Oladi, Tegan Price, and Christopher Donald, a number of nieces and nephews, and his dog, Little Bit. A memorial service will be held at 11 o'clock a.m. Friday, November 11th in the Wicks Church of Christ, with Pastor David Jacobs officiating under the direction of Wilkerson Funeral Home. Cremation arrangements by Wilkerson Funeral Home in Kdqn. You may leave a condolence online at wilkersonfuneralhomes.com.
Reba Dale Bradford Duke, age 74, a resident of Hooks, passed away Tuesday, November 8th at Hospice of Texarkana. She was born June 28, 1948, in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. She was a member of Myrtle Springs Baptist Church. She enjoyed gardening, loves to read, and loved her family. Mrs. Duke was preceded in death by her parents, James Turner and Ora Marine McKinney Bradford, one brother, James Turner Bradford, and one sister, Jane Marie Bradford. She is survived by her husband of 54 years, Joe Duke of Hooks, two sons and daughters-in-law, Jeff and Angie Duke, Jeremy and Shannon Duke, all of Hooks, one daughter and son-in-law, Lena and Eddie Donnelly of Redwater, Texas, sister-in-law Betty Bradford, five grandchildren, Levi Duke, Harmon Duke, Dakota and Katie Duke, Caitlin and Kaysen Durham, and Jaylee Barton, two great-grandchildren, Caroline Duke and Anna Kate Duke. Mother-in-law finds Duke and a number of nieces and nephews. Graveside funeral services for Mrs. Duke will be held at 2 p.m. Friday, November 11th at Myrtle Springs Cemetery in Hooks, with Brother Kyle Peters officiating under the direction of Wilkerson Funeral Home in Kdqn. The family will receive friends from 1 p.m. until service time at the Myrtle Springs Baptist Church in Hooks. You may leave a condolence online at www.wilkersonfuneralhomes.com. Dub Lewis Brewer, age 60, a resident of Alton, Virginia, passed away Thursday, October 27th at his home. He was born December 6, 1961 in Texarkana. Dub was a man of many talents, favorites being equipment operation, construction, and sawmilling. He also enjoyed hunting, fishing, and all things outdoors. Dub was preceded in death by his father and mother, James Lewis and Joyce Ann McDonald Brewer. He is survived by his daughter, Brittany Brewer, 3 grandchildren, Jason, Harley, and Sonny Hankins, all of Horatio, 2 brothers, Jimmy Brewer of Marshall, Texas, and Johnny Brewer of Horatio, 1 sister, Nan Romano of Albany, New York, a number of nieces, nephews, and a host of family and friends. Memorial services for Dub will be held at 2 p.m. Sunday, November 20th at the Central Community Building, with George Crumbly officiating. You may leave a condolence online at www.wilkersonfuneralhomes.com. It's time now for the weather, brought to you by AEP SWEPCO and ACR Services.
Let's stay safe around power lines. When storms hit or a vehicle strikes a utility pole, power lines may be down. Remember, downed power lines can be energized and dangerous. Stay away from downed wires of any kind, and any trees, fences, or puddles that may be in contact with the lines. Keep others away, especially children and pets. Call SWEPCO or 911 immediately. For more information, visit swepco.com/safety.
Don't wait for a breakdown. It's important to have all heating and air conditioning systems checked and cleaned regularly for optimal performance and efficiency. No matter the size or scale of your HVAC problem, the pros at ACR Service in Kdqn can solve it. And if it's time to replace your old unit, get professional advice from Ray and Cody at ACR Service. They'll ensure you have the correct size and most efficient unit for your home or business to fit your budget. Call on the professionals at ACR Service in Kdqn, 584-3343.
Number 1 country weather.
All right, let's close out this show with some weather. We're going to see a 70% chance of showers and possible thunderstorms remaining for the rest of the day. It's going to be mostly cloudy with a high near 59, north winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Tonight, a 50% chance of showers before midnight, going to be cloudy. Then a gradual clearing, a low of 31. Again, very strong winds this evening. Tomorrow, looking sunny with a high near 50. And again, those winds becoming lighter in the afternoon. And tomorrow night, mostly clear with a low around a balmy 26. That's going to do it for the show today. Thank you guys so much for joining me for it. Of course,
You're
Facebook
welcome.
Live as well. Yes, thank you very much. For Jen and Patrick, what a great week of shows. Megan Jones, who's in from Arizona, thank you guys so much. Why don't you have a great weekend?
Your number 1 country, 92.1, is Kdqn, Kdqn, Ashdown, Texarkana.
All right, Facebook Live. Forgot to turn you guys off. Why don't you guys have a great weekend? I was just giving a tour of the radio station and whatnot. So you guys have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you Monday, 6 o'clock sharp. Be listening. Got another big Facebook Live giveaway going. So if you're watching this, make sure you like, share, comment. Thanks a bunch. We'll see you guys next week.